Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers. Gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to a
Dobrý večer! A vlastně poprvé dobrý den na této platformě na livestreamu tento rok. Přeji krásný večer. How are we feel? We are good feel. Sufír mufír. Nazdar blázním. No. Trošku se musím rozkoukovat tady, já jsem tady reálně tady fakt nestreamoval, kámo. Reálně jsem tady nestreamoval, kámo. Já nevím kolik to je měsíců, od Ascension. Za 3 měsíce jsem tady nestreamoval. Takže doufám, že všechno funguje, doufám, že všechno jsem nastavil správně. Opět jsem nahodil chat, opět jsem nahodil 2K kvalitu. Takže pokud máte nekonečný internety, tak si nezapomeňte nahodit nekonečnou kvalitu. Strašně potichu jsou, kámo, tady ty japeři. Už fixed. Tak. Chat! Vím, že nejsem vidět. Tady ahoj, tady smuk, akorát jsem to zapl. Akorát na východ. Nazdar. Perfekt. Tak ukaž. A to je ty nezajímají, kámo. Kša. Kša. Co bylo za alert? Já nevím, odkud je ten alert. Každopádně odtud jde Minny a Marteen. Fresh cut. Minny si to užívá, kam všichni jsou vystresovaný, nebo vypadá vystresovaně. A Minny si to užívá. Čau, kobel, když nás ještě uvítám. Je tu Jay. To je banger ten song. Minny v bundičce, vole. Půl roku čekal na tento zápas. Jestli to byla roketka, tak děkuju roketka za nový odběr, ale kámo, já jsem úplně zmatený. Asi jo, vole. Děkuju. 1v1 Marteen versus Šlaha. Ale vyhrál a už to se dohrálo. Se hrajou 1v1 chat o strany teďko novodobě, kdo jste nevěděli. To je lepší, kámo, než si házet tam, vole, kostkou nebo kámen nůžky. Včera jsme neviděli celý, kámo, jak se udělal celý na 1v1. Víme veto, chat? Nevíme, jako se zjistí veto. Abys papa. Abys split korot. Abys split. Minny IGL? Ne. Starks IGL. Každopádně chat, než budou hrát. To teď začíná? Ne, konec, kámo. Konec a skončilo to nerozhodně, ale nevíme, kdo vyhrál. Zdravím všechny bláznery na YouTube, čau Alex Břišák, čau Dropper, čau Spacey, čau Pavel, co dělá Martin, čau Cimnostvo Nitri, čau Filip, čau Mates, čau Dikos, ale Blepchleb. Zdravím všechny blázny ze zelené, basically, čau Foriko, aj čau vy. Tady ty YouTube emoty mi chyběly, kámo, čau Frouse. Kamo, 2012. Vibes. Počkej, on si nekroutí sluchátka? On si je kroutí až potom, okay. Look at him, chat, look at him. Čau Davix. Ale Katarínko, říkal jsem predikce včera 2-0 na Vy a říkal jsem k tomu 2-0 Gentlemen, takže myslím si, že můj edukovaný pohled na věc by mohl nasypat. Čau Fanix, čau Dino. Ahoj JK. To se všechno nastavilo správně, chat. Come on. Za chvilku si popnu kafíčko a jdeme na první zápas. Koukal jsem na Vy a KC a ještě mě překvapili KC, že dali tolik kol, upřímně. Ale jako ta druhá mapa už nebyla zas tak close. Ta první mapa byla close, že to nedokázali ukončit ty Navy a potom už to bylo hotový, no. Jestli budou zas dostávat, budu smutný. Jak zas dostávat, jak nedostávali nikdy, kámo, kada prohráli vždycky v overtimeu, no. Doufám, že už se to bude hrát jako do 12 kol, ne do 13. Čau, Krištof. Get some... Koče, co jsem viděl ze screenboxu, můžu líknout. Výsledky ze screenboxu mají insane, gentlemates. Tak snad to transfernou i do officials. Hello, Julankos. Ukaž. Double Sova. Mini Brimstone. Oni neví vůbec chat. Oni vůbec neví, co jsme navařili. S Minim na rankedu. Oni vůbec neví chat. To je geniální, kámo. To je geniální, vole, na Abyss Brimstone. Zasíš hru, až budou hrát, teďko chci ještě být slyšet já, kámo. Kurva. Takhle jsem chtěl potom dát, to je málo. Jako já teoreticky můžu dát jako... Tohle je málo, chat? Nahlas? No možná ještě 10% tady, kámo. Tak. Co Lukas? Marteen moguje. O to jde. Je to mega potichu. Počkej, jak bude nahlas ta hra, když tak to přidám.
they should win, right? They have to win this opening game.
They should, yeah. But FUT is a roster that I'm quite concerned about because of the changes. They have to kind of get through these teething issues very, very quickly.
Well, speaking
Marteen má největší appeal z nich.
it's Mitch
Jak jako appeal.
alongside Tombiz.
Wow.
Oh, it's good to be
To jsou nějaký nový termíny TikTokový.
to kick this matchup off down on that stage. A year of new things, Tom, and for these rosters, that's certainly not something we can avoid talking about.
I was about to say 2026 is going to be different, but the FUT Joker's already made it within the first few seconds. But no, I'm really excited for this one because I think that you come in with
Let's go.
probably a FUT roster that's basically going to look to work around Zeus a little bit more. I think they tried to go for
Že rizuje pohledem.
this year with the new players. I think we're
No nic, Rizleři, Emosu Minny was the second highest fragní IGL in VCT EMEA last year. Come on, hned takto glaze.
and then on the other side,
Každopádně, čet, přeji krásný večer. Volně se usaďte a vítám vás u prvního zápasu Gentleman's 2026 roster Marteen, Minny, Vamos. Stark Sogliv Bipo
one of those players that didn't make it
dnes proti nejlepšímu tureckému týmu na papíře. A hraje potichu, já to potom přidám, nebojte se nic.
A lot from
Hraje velice potichu.
in this region, Mr. Fallen as well, being around the scene. I mean, it's been more than 5
Oh.
years since his first official leading this squad.
Čekám, co udělá Minnyho Brimstone.
FUT always had their ear to the ground for new talent. This pistol round starting out
Okay.
traded for each team. Good
Okay.
player back. Baha
Jaký utility usage, kamaráde? Stun, shock dart, reveal.
brewing as the Astro up close
Eh.
around it as a bit of backup from
Minny?
far away, and it will be the trade.
Kde Minny?
But Zeus, the one
Ah.
left in the mantle,
Fuj.
shut him down with the pistol.
Fuj.
Yeah, an important start. Of course, this team last year was known for
Prohodím tady
start,
hlasitosti, chat.
incredible first halves of games. And I think if you only included the first half,
Je to bude řvát zase, že?
Mates might be the best team in the region.
Yeah, I don't think that's a mic.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
I think they lost 9 games in a row.
Jaký je shock dart?
Unfortunately, if you compare the second half, I think they might be the worst team in the region.
I think they
So-
were. I think it's not something.
Come on!
Off to that hot
Dej
start.
na max kvalitu. Mám na max kvalitu, ty si dej na max kvalitu. V nastavení YouTube pravo dole. Navíc už to kvalitu dát nemůžu. Víš, proč mi to přijde jako špatná kvalita? Protože jsi zvyklý na zelenou platformu, která má nejlepší kvalitu ze všech.
Maybe you have
Yeah.
but he's definitely an exciting prospect. And
Takže klid.
hasn't pushed Marteen off
By the way, to mám taky potichu, chat. Já taky neslyším ty týpky.
And that kind of says a lot, because as Bear was saying, he is an
Já taky neslyším pořádně.
on the Euro.
I'm very excited to see Minny as well. Without that
Come on!
shooters,
Kontaktící Marshalls.
well, a chance winner stepping in to lead this team. instead.
Come on!
Takes
Confidence.
Minny,
Not a
allows him to
chance
make
IGL
that.
though.
No,
He wasn't IGLing.
no. We've not got Bone Cold here. I wish we
miss
did.
him.
I miss him. I miss
Tyler
looking in
Bone
his
Cold needs
eyes.
to return.
But
Nemá náplast Starkso?
He does. Oh, captain, my captain.
Tam nemá bolístku asi. Co dělá? Jo, jsem se lekl.
A lot going right. They could have the perfect formula with a lot of experience on this roster and those new guys as well.
Proč budeme tak open na téhle mapě?
But the thing is though, on
Kámo,
that side,
ten postplant je dobrý.
now be getting the buy after that flawless round. It ends
A
up
smoky jsou taky cool.
14 popping off. As they get the weapons back out for FUT, I'm wondering if this is a team that seems
Za tak je skvělý ten Brimstone. Za defend dobrý jako na retaky a na to, že
I was gonna say, which one are you
oni
talking
prostě víc smoku, no.
now as well, who seems like one of the most consistent utility support players that we've got in the league or had
consistent
for a long
KOs.
time. Consistent KO in particular.
Yeah,
Food mají třeba místo toho, jakoby toho, že jo.
Other initiators, then he was
Mají teha.
consistent, yeah, across the region.
But it's a team that needs to find their identity, and I think
Jsem hater toho skoupování, by the way, chat.
it's going to be the biggest challenge for FUT.
Nevím proč,
For me,
ale
is
jsem
I
hater.
wanna see them
Skoupování si.
almost like they were
No
before
takovýhle
the year,
angly.
where a lot of util being put into Zeus. Because when he came into the league, we were talking
Daniel
about him as
dlouho,
like
myslel
a
si
hot
toho
prospect,
hodně, musí
someone
si dát
who
zvoneček.
is going to be like one of those best players from the Turkish region, which means he's going to be one of the best players from our region.
Chat jedničku, jestli hlasitost věcí mě a hry a komentátorů jsou good. Poměr hry a komentátorů nezměním, poměr mě a hry můžu změnit, ale ty komentátory jsou docela potichu pro mě, ale jestli vám to nevadí, tak to je pohodě.
Like that from Zeus, he's delaying them a bit with the stun, but the second barrage of util to come through. Flash dodge to start, but the drone catches him.
Jo, ten Xeus je úplně lost.
Nowhere to go.
Co robí?
Shut down by Minny. Good utility, and that's gotten Mates a foothold here
Kurva, co?
on the A side, but not just that. Look at the
Co to je? To je u nich.
position. that they've left Glyph with. He's got a huge opportunity to play this late flank through mid.
Co bylo za alert, kamo, já nevidím, co se stalo.
Yeah, the rest of the team can almost just sit back. Wait for
Trošku
him
víc
to
hru.
make a move. They've got available util to delay.
Já už tu nemůžu ani dát víc. Tady máte čet důvod. Minny misnul molík! Ne, nemysnul, dobrý. Jsem se lekl, kámo, na rankeru ho trénoval, vole, na jednou mysl. Že to takhle hrajeme rankedy s Minim. Čau Dajky, čau Zain. Že nemůžu dát víc hru. Já už to nemůžu dát víc, kámo. Já už to nemůžu dát reálně víc, kámo. Já to mám taky potichu. To píči.
From mates to send 3 players, your smokes, your initiation, and your duelist who's got those flags.
Actually, nevím, co s tím mají,
send them
kámo.
towards A main, take that
To je
fight
s
as
tím
a
děje,
group, try to get a foothold, and then
To vidíte, to je strašně, to je nahlas, že jo? Teď to je akorát nahlas. Teď to je normální ten zvuk. Když tam jsou ty POVčka těch lidí.
Shaky territory. Shaky footing, so to speak.
It's a little bit worrying as well that like I feel like Zeus, the way he started,
Na potichu, počkej,
you kind of
kámo.
expect him to be a little bit on an island, but he didn't seem to have any escape plan then until it was way too late. And sure, he's a fantastic
Revílek.
individually, but if you have a full team breathing down your neck, it's going to be difficult to get out of that one.
Posplendne insane, jo, jo.
We are going to see
Lebanditos? Zeus Lebanditos.
and it brought up for Zeus, which hey, if you're seeing the player that we expect to have the best aim on a team picking up a gun, it's probably a pretty good gun.
Must be a reason for it, yeah.
Že už to nemůžu dát víc prostě, já bych ho tady kam celý
We
rozjebal.
haven't got any yet.
No skins on release is kind of a crime.
Give us some skins.
I know. We need.
So I can give you my money.
This was. I had this same problem when the Outlaw came out, but they're coming. They're in the pipeline. Don't you worry. But 3-0 start for mates.
Mý corazón. Ne, jaký offengle, kámo, ale?
To
je hodně cool offengle. Křišťály, kamarádek, vystrašený křišťály, ne? 0-3, brzy 0-4. Křišťály, ty jedna, ty píčo. To je moc. No tak co, prostě, dostal šanci.
Baha retrieves the sniper. Even the tags could help.
Baha a křišťály, kámo.
Yeah, they are
To je na confidence hezky.
pretty soon already.
Na confidence. A proč má minimalý M? Vypadá strašně, kámo.
At least able to pick up one with that utility. And now anything more would just be about damage.
Nice.
It's not the prettiest, but eventually Glyph will fall. Mates are taking quite a lot of casualties in these rounds, but to be honest, grinding out 4 already on the attack side. They'll be
Chci dělíčka ve VCT, Starksa, to je kokot.
getting, well, that ultimate now online for the next round. It's going to make that execution even tougher to deal with a double dive plus a Hunter's Fury.
Zatím to vypadá jak čistka, no, teďko mají full buy. Putka. Víte, kdybych to dal jako víc nahlas ještě, tak on tady to i ripne hlavu. Víče, jak je střílí, ale moje babička, vole, shadow moje babička.
But even despite a bit of damage for mates, like we said, 4-0 up, economy looking good.
Tím šerifem.
Starting to build up credits on a couple of players. And for FUT, it's really one chance to stop their opponents from running away with this
Line up.
early map. We need to see around on the board. We see the option.
Napadáček.
That could be the difference.
Na backside.
But it is on middle, and look at where mates are going. Nowhere near that position, at least for now.
It might also just signal a change. He was never really the guy to pick up the operator.
Yep.
But he's not going to be in the right place at the right time. Early sprint in when you have the Hunter's Fury, the double dive.
Kokos. Kvůjte na to, že jak jsme nadrilovaný. Akorát nepadly ty utility tam kam to. Fuj, ty pičo!
You are divided.
You almost have to save already. He's finding one. That might make things a little bit more interesting. This post plant though, Mitch, is going to be tough to break.
Yeah, I mean, simply put, they just hard on the gun. FUT now with a big hill to climb back up to get.
Ok, čes, na obranu FUT.
As a way out.
Na obranu FUT.
Around, trying to be a headache.
Abyss defend.
Gate crash will be taken into the open.
Abyss defend je
Oh, that's a free
kinda hard.
There's still a
Plus
time on this clock.
Gentleman's my attack comp, jo?
Get on that spike.
Je molík, je tam molík?
Putting the pressure on. Dragon
Je tam molík podle mě, chat, koukejte. Je tam Brim Molotov. Brim Molotov.
More time. Mates running the clock down. Minny's gonna catch one, and they need that defuse to be started. They need it to be stuck, and it might just
To je jak prohráli ty píčo. Reveal v kapse, ty vole. Co to bylo? Tak no to si otevřu kafíčko, kamaráde. To bylo neprohratelný kolo, kámo. Jsem to normálně jinxnul, kámo.
Made it so much more awkward. Definitely a mistake or two, Marteen being caught out. But it still took some solid work from the side of FUT.
Můj novýho sponzora židlí, by the way, kde je Secret Lab.
Also been retrieved, and to be honest, other than the
Let's
singular
go.
shot that was used in the retake, probably wasn't seen.
Good to see inside that coaching booth as well. Bambino, a man we've all got a lot of respect for.
Reveal jak takhle pozemní.
The super sub.
Ares? Kdo má Ares? Glyph má Ares. Já jsem ho inspiroval.
High expectations for any roster led by him, but Mr. Fall.
Možná.
He'll be leading absolutely nothing.
Co?
Taken down early on that stun.
To není úplně optimální se stunnout, kámo.
Lip around that double. Let's breathe
Nice.
life back into this FUT roster.
Joke si.
I have the spike.
But just as quickly they're put back into a 3v2.
This will get Bipper is all online as well.
Spike planted.
Kamaráde, Ares ve VCT jsem fakt nečekal.
For the post
Na Astre. Astra Ares, kámo.
Using the area, it's not something we mentioned. Not ideal. They're being closed in on as well. Crystalli is going to get that information. In fact, he's going to get ulted.
Ne! Křišťáli, pičo.
A crazy shot to land.
Kámo. To vyhrali kolo na to, že se utřelí křišťáli takhle.
Wonderful stuff. That Turkish aim shining through. Well, but they're not making it easy for themselves, Mitch, but they got a second round.
They're definitely not, Tom, but
Mají dvě kola, obě dvě kola s odřenou perdelí, kámo.
be looking at a 6-0.
Well, yeah, with that
And in fact, with the economy where it was at, it would have been an easy 6th round to add on to the tally for mates if they won the previous. So for FUT,
Extra.
they're being given very little in terms of margin for error. And
Tak bude nasranej ten Bipo.
You got to respect the grind back and a very, very crucial set of rounds that keep that.
Říkal špatný věc, já to vidím.
Back into the game.
No, vyhrali Odin proti Casey, to jsem neviděl, kámo, ale respektuju to. Jak jsme hráli na scrimech, tak taky hráli Odin.
Pulling them in.
This is just rinse and repeat. I think I've seen
Čau mi trakyně. Ty píčo, baha, vole.
Hey, again and again and again. And, wow, once more, they seem to be getting themselves ready for another post plant. That hasn't been the issue at all.
Mají Brimultinu, Molotov,
Lose the
má Astra Staru,
urgent path in the last round.
má 2 shock
They
darty.
do have an orbital strike, but Minny's the best.
Nehraju Afterplan teďko, protože si myslí, že budou hrát Afterplan chat. Jestli to chápete.
Minny even Guardian in hand, low HP. They gotta try to take some risks.
Goodbye.
Ne, na tilt, kámo.
Either that or you stand back and wait.
Ale chápu myšlenku, no, ale nevím, ty pičo, jestli to
When
bylo.
FUT take that fight, it's on their own terms. 3 on the board now for the team that was trailing, that had zilch.
Yeah.
That didn't have a lot of promise in the rounds they were losing either. Well, they are right back in the game, trailing by 1.
Yeah, it's also interesting to talk about with this FUT roster is like, there's been a lot of Turkish talent that I think has been...
By the way, dneska jsem zjistil, že nejspíš nebudeme oficiálně streamovaný 22.
Obviously, BBL,
Že tam nebude žádný oficiální stream.
BBL Pacific at the time, everybody was trying to pick up those players.
I don't know what they're doing.
But Baha and Crystal
Nice.
definitely not like...
Takže uvidíme, jak to
There
vymyslíme.
weren't players that everybody was like, oh, this guy's going to be in tier 1, definitely, but maybe early signs, but we've definitely seen some good moments from them already.
Takže nádherné období VCT tady na YouTube. Je tak. Co dělají ty vejlejky?
We're seeing quite a lot of that as well.
Je to krása, když není off-season.
That end up almost hitting the person themselves, and guess what? It's looking like an A hit again.
Seems like there's
To je dobrý tech.
very deep orbital strike going to be put into play. The site will be claimed, but they're looking for a little bit more. Mates inside the smoke, and it will be Zeus that comes under pressure if they decide to flash out.
Ne, špatný flash.
They haven't caught Zeus. He's good to fire
Ne,
from the side.
Minny.
A leg up for FUT as they look
Já chápu, když přestali hrát na ten Afterplan, ale já bych actually radši viděl hrát na ten Afterplan zas. Oni hrajou takhle aktivně, že to myskuju tomu, že FUTka budou si myslet, že hrajou právě Afterplan. Kámo. Legit bych radši viděl, kdyby hráli, kámo, v tom mainu zas.
This is kind of the guy that we expected. Like when he first came into the team, he was just nuts. Like you could see why FUT had built.
A Phantom hraje BTV.
Last year, I do feel like
It's Phantom season, homie.
Cena being in the roster, more utility was put into that sort of like controller operator.
Říká strašně
Now
špatný
seeing
věci.
This guy just be able to take over. He's got his assistant coach right excited, that's for sure. 11-6 on the board. A fourth successive retake in a row.
Že to je funny. Mr. Fallen je jediný týpek, co hrával už kdysi ty redičku, jinak všichni 4 v těch futkách kolem něj jsou vzaný za poslední roky z tier 2. Jakože teď, že už tam je dlouho, ale taky byl tier 2 kdysi. Všichni starý bejci z futka už jsou pryč. O 7.
Like we saw the lurk in those early rounds, but it's very, very.
Čau Bogi. No nic. Změna side. By the way, všimli jste si, že každý jedno kolo hrajou Gentlemates jakoby insta? Že nestrácejí vůbec čas? Čum na to, kámo. To kolo je rozhodnutý hned. Nebo jako ten side mají hned. Shock dart. Minny! Oh. Ty píčo. Dělá, že není full CSK tier 1 tým? Až moc věcí, co by se muselo stát, aby se to mohlo stát.
Huge economic waste. Although I'll be honest.
Není čas ztrácet čas, jako Minny podle mě chybí už rankedy. Si myslím, že mu chybí rankedy, kámo, že už to chce jako tam. Chce domů.
Then he's gone, right, I'm back on the ops. Like, no, just stick on the rifle. This round was obviously a little bit different. Wasn't anywhere near the action and I think there was again.
Je tak, že nevím, jestli je jakože 8-4 je poslední skorečku, který chci vidět, jakoby. I těch 5 kol, kámo, jakože fakt defend na Abyssu bez Sentinela je čistá jako bolest. Ale jako mají 2 smokery, třeba mi ukážou nějaký jiný sos. Bude Minny perma smokovat a main potom na defendu, uvidíme. Zeus Vipo. Hraješ v lize s EP? Jsou tam EP, no, v té lize. Making it costly for you to claim any map control. Problem is so far, yeah, he's been much more terrifying. Go Philip Zaitz.
Yeah.
Because he just kills it.
It's not a bad problem to have. No, it's like, oh yeah, someone might have to give him a rifle every once in a while, but he's gonna win you around.
Jsou potichu ty komentátoři, je ta hra, no, bohužel jsou to šulením. Na to fixnu.
A lot of the time you do see the success on the attack.
I love this. Caught by the drone outside A. Sova starts running back. They wait outside B as well.
Jak mohl zapnout ten volume master, že, actually?
Of course, if you're FUT, you think that
okay.
There's no one here.
Ten addon na Google. A mě se potom jde zvětšit, kámo, ta obrazovka.
It was the shots. The Baha fired a couple, didn't connect, and that's enough for him to go, I think they might be waiting here.
Actually, jsem říkal, že každý kolo hrajou insta a teďko normálně čekáme 7 minut. Line up, chat? To je za line up. Proč nehodí ten, co házím já? Oj, Vipo minus. K čemu vzal nůž, jakoby ten Xeus. Dostal Manhattan. Zeptej jeho.
Problem is usually they've had players to contain that aggression in towards the spawn. Think about Zeus hiding in the close right corner if Glyph was to round into spawn. Now this time they don't have that, and so it's going to take a little bit more time in going for the
Beast dead.
There's a risk.
Beast.
Set up a little bit more advanced than you're ready for. Luckily though, mates are just sitting on the site. They're going to be vulnerable to a burst of util coming.
Come on, Beast. Come on, Beast. Retake, kamaráde. Top 5 nejhorších retakeů. Ale nevadí mi to. Nechápu, proč hrá tier 2. Kamo to nefunguje tak, že dostaneš offerku, že hej, pojď hrát. Dostaneš offerku, hej, Pojď na tryout.
extended just a little bit from mates. As said,
A tuhle ta oferka se rozešle třeba
with this composition,
10 lidem. A z těch 10 lidí může jít hrát jenom jeden. Chápeš?
Also a little bit more predictable when you're on the defense and you almost have to be that little bit more aggressive. For FUT though, they've decided after the streak ended,
Čauko Jan,
they wanna take
let's
themselves
go!
pause, try and have an opportunity to level things up at the half, and with their economy in bits, this kind of does feel like a 2-for-1 round. If they're not able to take this one over the line, I think mates will likely get an 8-4 half.
I think even if the money was there, I start to question now if we would see Zeus just stick on that rifle. I mean, he just got wide swung.
Já myslel offers jako, že už po tryoutech nechme to
I
být.
think the idea from mates in that round was brilliant. From the very get-go,
To tak nefunguje, kámo.
that to be an A finish. But they ran so much time down. They waited out the utility to
Offer
try to
rovná se tryout,
It
kámo.
came in, they didn't punish it. It was a little bit of a fumble, but they waited so long then that B hit in. It fully convinces
Tak jednoduchý to
their
není.
opponents that that's the play, leaving just the op on the A side, and when that op misses their shot as
Většina sezóna mě za 2 dny, za tyho druhýho hrajem, ale
it works wonderfully here.
v první fázi toho turnaje to nejspíš nebude streamovaný. To je paráda.
Luckily this time he will have a rifle. No option for the op. The credits running down low. But what you have to remember for mates as well is this could have been an incredibly convincing start, but that little bump in the
Se mi líbí, jak tam je veto na ty ukázce, ale nevidíš ani jednoho veta zatím v těch hrách.
very well come back to 6-6 at the half. Now that that rifle's back out, let's see. Op in hand for Bippo.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Beepos.
say. Almost a counter to the counter. They're expecting to see aggression. They're going to pull the operator in. I'm sure that was something brought through by the coaching staff. I've heard a lot of good things about Kundi being from that same Mouse roster, and Paco as well from the KC Academy.
Musíš na Wikipedii, Myško.
A solid coaching staff coming in for mates. Maybe one that, again, might not be the most well-known, but if you keep an eye on the tier 2, they're definitely in the mix. For now, though,
Pozor na ten portíček, čet tady. Tady jsem viděl tolik lidí portnout s mimo mapou, kámo.
Crash not taken. It's the A side.
Wow, they're rotating off.
Yeah, but look at Minny.
Brimstone!
Wrapped up through middle, got in this position, but they're ready for it. They
Nah.
do something. Isn't right with this. I mean, for Minny, when does he go? What's his timing?
I think he's just
45
waiting for them to come through the door.
Yeah, for the rotation. Once that B side is hit, once a bit of noise is made, but you've still got one waiting outside A.
Ty pičo.
Coming back, and that's
Stresy, vole. Čuma to.
B fake into A hit.
Yeah, it is.
It worked before, but FUT still have 3 players here this time.
I don't think they'd expect anybody to be this deep. Now,
Nikdo nedupe, kámo, on mu tam nikdo nedupe, čum. On tam sedí ven tě a nikdo ze 3 nedupe.
he's hoping that he gets steps to give away the game instead. It has
Come on!
the timing. Strikes perfectly, takes down one and
To stačí.
on the other side of the map. They
To
managed to
stačí,
win a
chat.
fight, but that spike will go down with
Jo, Enda.
seconds to spare. A 2v3 retake and economy on the line. Decisions need to be made for FUT, and they have no idea that Marteen is still just waiting. In fact,
Vamos.
he expects both players in their positions. It is a complicated round for mates, but honestly, perfectly executed again.
But
Big
yeah,
vamos.
That's 2 rounds in a row where I feel like they've come in with a pretty complex game plan that has a lot of ways that it can go wrong. But every player knows their role perfectly. They're moving, they're not overextending. I think the biggest risk taken here, aside from maybe the... That's crazy. Aside from maybe the mid-walk by Minny, which, you know,
Hey,
closing
good.
on that, but was Marteen at the very end when the round's already theirs. Like, that's it. Very, very nicely done. And for FUT, it's
Nice, ale
frustrating because this is
už má mini teammatey, který mají personalitu, actually.
swinging at them.
Loni kamaráde tam měl prostě, že
They're gonna hit right back.
Yeah.
But here they're not being
non-personality beasty. Tam prostě vyhrali kolo a
It's like
ticho.
individual stars looking to try and make plays, players coming up from the tier 2 trying to make a name, and much more like a team, which, considering they've been together for such a short amount of time, very impressive thus far. Again, credit to the coaching staff, but also to
Very impressive,
picking up
gentlemen.
that leadership role. This has to have a lot of
Mini vypo.
individual presence, but also a mastermind behind it. Again, patience.
Lurkující Brimstone, kámo.
Now just bait rotations. Like, FUT aren't going to overcommit here.
O tom budou, ti říkám, videjka, vole.
Drone, oh, that's going to give the game away. It is only a trade though.
Ne.
This time Zeus
Spike na zemi,
one, but also
píčo.
the spike.
Píčo, to ne... A máme 3 smoky, chat. Máme 3 smoky na Brimstonem. Minny na midu s VIPem. Ona vypouš. O, dobrá ultina. Děkujeme. Marteen má lepší pleť jak já. Já se pamatuju, Marteen už 2 roky dozadu se furt to mazal něčím.
The spike, but we know gate crash to go back. They've got a plant on this B site.
Yeah, they've realized they don't have.
Joj, spadl.
Nice, but unfortunately, with 15 seconds left, Minny's got to have to go through this smoke, and yeah, it's not.
Jako Hanzos.
He's got to try and kill everybody now, and there just isn't enough time. Baha will be there to close, and a decent resurgence from the initial start, but Mate's still going at the half.
Mate's certainly looking solid in a lot of these rounds, and we.
Že Mates mají šanci dostat na International, určitě každý má vole šanci.
You know, I'm used to seeing Minny call some great rounds, but with him probably coming in on some secondary calls with Starzo, you can see that there's a lot of.
To proč stál v tom one way jako? Úplně se leskne, jo, však je namazaný něčím. Tej Forsaken se furt něčím maže. Já tomu nerozumím. Oproti minulý sezóně určitě, kámo, tohle je několikrát lepší tým. Je to Watchparty za zelený plesky, kvalita je nezvyk. Za prvý, oni to vysílají v shit kvalitě už, oproti normálnímu gameplay. Za druhý, rád bych. Psal jsem tam dneska e-mail. V Turecku jsem koukal, no má v Turecku jsou jako minimálně 4 streameři velký na Kicku, který streamují, no má tu ten zápas jakoby na Kicku, i ty Casey vystreamoval na Kicku. Tak jsem psal některým těm streamerům a prostě, že jsou nějak domluvený s těma týmama do píči, no já nevím kamo. Tak jsem psal na Riot, co potřebuju udělat pro to, abych to mohl streamovat na Kicku. Uvidíme, co odepíšou. Každopádně jsem tam udělal trochu kicks. Dostal jsem e-mail, prostě na nový kontakt do Riotu, že tam měnili lidi. Bylo to B a nějaký příjmení, kámo. Který končilo prostě zvláštně. A prostě nějak jsem si prostě spletl lidi a napsal jsem ten mail, že hej Ben, blablabla, prostě potom něco s tím kickem. Pak jsem psal svýmu Riot agentovi, že jsem to udělal, že I wrote him, blablabla. A on mi napsal it's she, btv. A já že kurva. Takže jsem napsal jaký prostě slečně tam, že Ben, kurva. Takže doufám, že to vezme s humorem a vyřešíme to. No, nevadí. Každopádně. Každopádně druhá halfa a trochu mám stresy, chat. Actually, ten defense potřebují mít fakt vymazlený, protože nemají sentinela, kámo. Ale očividně... ne. Co dál, kámo? Kámo! Starý vole kozel zasranej. Doufám, že mi odepíše, chat. Doufám, že mi aspoň odepíše. Mám trochu stresy.
What's that? They've got 6 rounds and 2 aces. FUT are going to be breaking some records this year, I feel.
Kámo. Minulou sezonu pamatujete si, jak dal ace tou bakinou? Extrém. Že to template taky děláme s Minim. Jsem se lekl, kámo, já vždycky se toho leknu do píči. Co dělaj? A pak mi to dojde, vole.
And that will level things up.
Po druhý to udělali.
And as I said, I'm now intrigued
Předtím to dělali
how you're
futka,
gonna
ale.
see this defensive side composition work, because of course you can have that sort of like aggro and then fall away. But that's
Last
the
player
expected way
standing.
to play
Flawless.
this defensive side. Is something FUT can wait for. As you said, if you're pushing into angles with FUT waiting, that's where you expect them to win the fight. So I want to see what mates have got
Zartakrát
down
5.
to more retake
Na zdraví, hello a dost.
in order to get a lot of that utility put into place. They have a lot of smokes to sort of section off
Zítra odpoledne mám Barbara, BTV.
delay because of that. As that double control
Tak uvidíme, jak to dopadne.
could add a bit of a spanner in the works. And no surprise to see Minny playing over towards the A side. Definitely feels like where he's going to have to...
Už to dělají? Ekonomika a orby.
Unlucky. Well, we started this out by talking about
Baskat?
FUT's desire
Ty má
to
jsem
do
to
a lot of
dropl.
things. They managed to do that in style.
No já jsem chtěl to.
But now
Jsem si uvědomil, že nejsem na tom.
opponents, it's a big
Na domácí, vole.
a lot of
Ještě že kámo, se držím zkrátka na domácí. Už jsem to chtěl tady vyslat.
are holding it down with rifles in. Good trade of damage for Mr. Fallen again.
To kde
He's
stojí?
been
600.
pistol so far. But it will be this fight on the A side that decides it all. Baha goes too early and loses, then they are really
600 má
back up
zakat.
against the wall.
Tohle jsem říkal, že jakoby... Tohle je dobrý, no.
Wins it, that side's
Máš jakoby 3x smoke, co trvá 20 vteřin, kolo má minutu 40, takže prostě stačí jakoby uhrát nějak, kámo, prvních 10-15 vteřin bez smoku nejlépe, nebo prostě, co je? To je u nich, to je u nich chat. Nebo to je u mě? To je u mě? Nebo co to je? Kurva, co to bylo? Ty se jen tak zapl level Riot? Co to bylo? Kámo. Dost. Na confidence, Patrik Hušek. Oranžová artisanka a myška, kámo, je to je Razer Viper? To bylo, chat, já jsem si jen tak to? Já jsem nic neklikl.
Well, he has shoved mates right back into the lead. 8-7 scoreline, but
Jo, detaderka, to je...
back on the other side for FUT though. I don't think that came.
Nevím, co si udělám za účast, chat.
You know, they had tested.
Přemýšlel jsem Gargamel, kámo, že bych pull-offnul.
Give a man whatever weapon he wants in that moment. I think we're going to favor Minny in those battles. See if they can make it work though with rifles in hand with a Hunter's Fury to start him with an early fight. Look for by Bippo. He gets one and gets out, but Glyph not so lucky in Marteen.
Je to Minny na ostrově jménem A-Side s Van Vem a oni hrajou aktiv.
Look at the creep up by Yedejay though, wasting no time in these moments.
Jak je stalo, máš jakli PC, GG.
And they look
The
the weakness of another
banku ti vykradli u toho ještě.
smoke and mirrors.
Tvrzí nokat.
Mates changing their front lines as the round goes on, as the seconds pass, and a 4v3 as a result. Nowhere to run.
There is that Hunter's Fury.
Kámo, to jsou plný jatka. Furt fightí, ne?
Almost has to try and just go for damage, and a minute left on the clock. Marteen is supported by Bippo, though he will get an isolated fight. Marteen doesn't give the game away.
Mr. Muffin.
At this point, Mr. Fallen is almost completely boxed in. You can see Minny just waiting on the angle. It is a 1v1, but
Takovou mu pleskne, Patrik, okay. Takovou mu pleskne.
pre-aim this angle, it's never going to happen. It's such an obscure spot for somebody to stand in, mates. Again, they will find the conversion, extend that lead a little
To je
further.
XQC, kámo, to je povšnouzdr.
Things might now start to get a little bit more difficult for FUT.
Ale však hraje se mnou. Radíme. Jsou věci.
Slow-mo there, did we? Yeah, but really nice work. You know, the initial fight, it ends up as a 1-to-1 trade. Not that good for the defense.
Nice shots.
But the fact that they're then able to reset, they're able to catch Yedejay walking through mid. The upper hand's already claimed at that point. FUT are left without any more threads to pull
To
on.
bylo, by the way, kopírování souborů,
It
kámo.
is their plan that unravels and
Kurva
gentlemen
bylo.
find that 2-round lead.
Mezi mapama se podívám do hry
Onto
normálně.
Nico, the chance for double digits and to set themselves up on the home stretch. Very much within their grasp.
Toto je must win kolo.
I think this is one of those rounds where they're doing exactly the right thing. Look at how passive Gentlemates are being across the board. I mean, this is players set up. I mean, yes, a little aggressive from Marteen. He had a gate crash up until seconds ago. But for the majority here, it is just spotting.
Minny má ještě furt 3 smoky by the way, chat.
And get out of there.
To už je hotovo.
The chance to
Yeah.
overwhelm
Teď hodí první one way, kámo.
pistols, 'cause you
Pokud
know
vůbec se mu bude chtít proti Jaku dál one way.
careful of when it comes to that.
Abych ho dal klidně, kámo, ne. No.
Yeah, this, I felt
Neslyší prostě bejch.
pressuring this A site a little bit earlier. Because when you have
Update anti-cheatu. Jako Vanguard, že se sám updateuje.
just the delay, you're gonna have to try and just dive through everything, and
Nice,
that's why
not bad.
Marteen's just waiting on the other side. A solo play from Zeus that didn't have a whole lot of support, but even if it did, just look how many players are waiting. It's a triangular crossfire that
Jak ten Brimstone je fakt OP, kámo, na tuhle ty one way.
be shocked if anybody on the other side was caught.
Well, you know, they've tried that mid aggression a couple of times.
Oh, lurk.
But this time it's
Ale Minny ho hlídá.
Yedej's
Ty mrdinko.
Minny's got his number, clean kill, and again, that's it. You hope
Kámo, to má tak vysoký HE percentage by the way.
behind.
Minny nedal nic jiného než hlavu, podle mě.
What do you do? Nothing left in the playbook. But to fall at
A 4K, no má ještě MVP, bude Minny, ty pičo. On si ještě dá MVP, kámo. Tak to je crazy. To ti říkám, že budou dělat takový ty analytik videa, kámo. Analytický kanály budou dělat videa o Minim, do piči.
Well, when you're not disrespecting,
Thinking Man's Valo a tak dále.
he is just holding these folks until the very last second. Like he's throwing them down with like 20 left. And
To katnuli.
you're trying to run through
Jim říkal hrozný věci.
and that's
A
where
nemáme
it is
MVP za Brimstone na ty kokoty.
individual ability, of course.
Jaj.
And 9 at the moment. And someone they even last year when talking about
Ti říkám, že pro ně to je jednodušší jak ty rankedy, co hrajem.
individual.
Hraje s normálníma lidma,
It seems like he's having an even
proti
better
prostě
time here today.
Turkům, vole, to hrajem no na rankedu vždycky. Čau, Chris. Se jenom rozehřívám, ale...
You think about how many players we talked about it before, but you go back to like God B, the guy who he leads the team, he looks okay, and when he's in a
We
clutch,
really are going back.
he's godlike. Someone like Minny, he very much gives me that vibe because this guy was putting up numbers when he
Numbers?
was leading the team, and now he's unleashed. He's got much less pressure on his shoulders.
Ty
and
pičo,
he's
glazing session Minnyho, vole, to je
and so
paráda.
far, here today, he has been shining. Hell, he was shining when he was IGL, and so you can only imagine how much brighter it can get.
Yeah, it is scary.
paráda.
I do think that I don't want to say that he was the problem when it came to the leadership, but it definitely seemed like there was a big factor of crime.
500 bláznů na YouTube, mimochodem, teďko jsem to jenom tady čekl. Díky moc.
Again, strategically where
Zaslouženě.
the jury's still out, but even just
Na
in terms
takovýto
of
zápasy.
performance aspect, someone who's
Gentleman zápasy bych chtěl followovat všechny, no. Potom teoreticky Fnatic, Heretics, Vitality mě zajímají, ale
pushes Minny just to be that
skrimy jsou skrimiče, takže
well,
každého zápasu si musíme vážit, vole. Nebude to tak častý jak loni. Čau, Václav. Čekal jsem víc od FUT, tak FUT, kámo, já určitě ne. Že krošťály, baha, vol, prostě jediný, kdo střílí ve FUT, kámo, je tu jak Zeus, ale dneska ne. Jako Pejblitos. Timing. No, protože sám Glyph úplně na ostrově je jménem B. On byl úplně samotinký sameček. Hlavně to není Sky na Havenu, kámo, a miluju Glypha.
Yeah, this seems like a massive mystery because originally I thought they were playing the retake, but evidently they weren't playing the retake because
Kámo, jestli zabije toho Cyphera Minny, tak bude helikoptéra na streamu.
Astra gone, some of the post plant gone, a lot of aggressive positions for them to
Oh, fuck, clearnul!
a surprise position from the energy, clearly not enough.
Ne!
Minny's just winning every
Kámo!
single fight. Just
Kámo!
and shoot, and he'll bring you
To je absolutní beast, kámo, what the fuck?
IGL. This man's just leading in the fragging department.
Kámo, jak jako zabil víc jak jednoho.
They didn't even push him. He pushed every single one of those fights.
Kámo, on vyhrál každou jednu 1v1, vole. Ale prostě to jsou shoty, který, kámo, vídám denně do piči, když s ním hraju. V piči, kámo. V piči, kámo. Nothing special, chat. Normal day for Minny. Normal day for Minny, chat.
11-7, 21-9. And you
Brimstone
know what? He
prostě.
might not be IGL, but shit, he is leading right now. God,
On řekl shit.
It really, you don't need to IGL, I guess. Not much to say when they push A, he kills them all. They push B, he kills them all. It's kind of it's
you can't even
convenient.
say they're pushing into him. He pushed into them. He's just doing it all. He's too good, man.
Oh, but this time it's Marteen.
Jako Minny Marteen v jednom týmu je docela ilegální, kámo, kdo si pamatujete český grunek si tady žet? Tak jako, to byla často přetahovačka, ale ještě Alešek se přetahoval, no.
Beginning to look a little lost. And bear in mind, just to add insult to injury, this is their map choice as well.
Nový dron, nic moc. Chtěl 5-14?
Oh,
Line-upy.
that's not quite landed where it was supposed to. And on the map, you might be able to tell, but you're not going to be 100% certain if it's got the info or not. Up goes Baha, taking advantage of that.
Vem si, to je tvoje jakoby tvůj debut, prostě tvoje první hra ve VCT a mrdneš tam, že 5-14. Nazdar. To je strašný, no. By nikomu nepřál, no. Minny zase za jedna, vole. Ještě do smoku, pojď, bejku. Nazdar! Kámo! Kámo! To není možný, vole. Má 23-9. Kámo.
Very comfortable. I think we saw some of those brilliant individual plays coming out from FUT, but when it comes to a squad,
Jako no comment, no.
seems like mates are better, but also then there's one individual.
Ten jedna ping musí feelovat tak dobře, chat, actually, bych taky chtěl si zahrát na jedna
Seems
pingu,
like
ty
they've
vole.
got them beat in every single department. An ultimate for Zeus.
12 call kurz. Monka S, chat. Strašně mi stojí. Katerinku, tak to nefunguje. FUT jsou nulový. Jako nechci odebírat zásluhy chlapům, ale jako FUTka jsou, jako fakt jsou, jako smrdutý, no. Ale jako confidence boost na začátek ligy to beru, kámo.
Barrel spotted.
Ahoj.
Spotted info on 2. But there's 4 in this choke point. Unfortunately, what we're seeing from mates here, I mean, it's a bit of a head scratcher. 2 players waiting outside the B side.
Zase špatný read?
It looked like they'd caught FUT with their pants down, red-handed before the round.
Nebo hrajou na retake s Vele Ultinou.
B side's been left wide open, and you think, why is that? Well, look, it's nice to get aggressive with that waylay ult, but it's even nicer to play the retake and trap them all in there. Not only that, but
To nebude ulti teďko, doufám.
avoid a waylay ult on the other side.
To bude ulti, až budu dupat, doufám.
Perfectly.
Nebo jako mě to je jedno, viď?
Depends how long.
Zeus didn't put the ult through.
Yeah, it depends how long he holds it. Because the longer he holds it, the more dangerous it gets. Yeah, he was expecting. He was wrong. Now comes that counter. Nice use.
Bipold? Jak mi neumřel?
That's the danger man, and all the rest pushing in. Will find.
Jak mi neumřel?
An in zone flawless. A return to form.
Zítra Vitality Ulf? 13-0, 13-0.
Retake not working out for mates. Even still though, they now need to match the streak of the
Ne, Minny, co je? Já jsem mluvil. Kámo, jak to prostě vyběh ven, kámo. Jako, NT. No, píče, takováhle smrt, kámo. Víš, a tím přísám, kdyby vyletěl ven z toho okna, tak zajebe 2 prostě a pak až umře. Křišťáli 6-15-0 BTV. 0 asistů za iniciátora. Beast. 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 Beast.
Ultis on the other side, and I think they got a good deal in that last round. 4 in a row needed. Oh, it's messy.
Jak musel vysrat ten Je2J, chat? Když by ho takhle vysral a zabil. Jak musel vysrat ten Je2J? What the fuck?
Oh, Crystalli. He's found himself in an interesting position, but he's not really the guy you want to be making plays.
Mr. Muffin na lurku.
And Mr. Fallen is currently walking into the other side of the map. Being set up to try and battle and brawl, maybe hoping to pull rotations. That's the goal. Can he make somebody move? But why
Could this
would
be
they stop?
GG's?
There's literally not
Or
really any
not.
reason to, and while the second they tried to, Baha, I think, shoots just a little bit
Wolf?
early. Now they have 3
Myslí jako Lemur, že by dal mapu Jampimu a Velkému není
to find
šance.
something here, and he might just get it. The timing is ideal, but he needs all of them.
Minny,
to
pojď!
go down. Can he clear out Minny?
Je mu za jedna.
Everything. He would take the
To
side
si děláš
of
prdel,
the
křišťány.
It has to be the ace though, Mitch. His teammate has been lost, Mr. Fallen. And now one of the newbies, one of the rookies.
One of the newbies? Je pravda, kámo. Je to noobík. Come on, chat, 13-8. Šalalalala.
Searching for theirs over the last year or two, and for Gentlemates, reshaping this roster, even keeping their IGL, but changing the role, bringing in Starzo.
Match MVP Minny.
A man who's reached
Jdeme na druhou mapu,
the highest of
což je
heights
pick
with
od
a
Gentlemates, by the way.
way back, our first
Split.
champs winner. And now this new challenge, well,
A Splitu jsme viděli od Gentlemates chat na tom off-season eventu.
and set themselves up for what could be a 2-0 in their first series this year. We'll be back
2-0
to
vitality,
that
jasně, ty
after the
vole.
break.
You shit! You're losing time! Hello! You shit! You shit! Come on! Minny, you're here!
To jak může říkat?
Oh, look at me!
To je jak tam pustí do toho oficiálního streamu jako? Vy hovna. Prostě vy hovna tam na ně řve přes tu stage, kámo. Co ti jebe? Nějak uvolnili, ne? To uvolnili, kámo. Nový alert? No bych teda na alert, viď tohle.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Je kokot. By byl na 3 Pacific za 2.9? Jako by byl hrál proti Pacific? Jo, BBL ze screenboxu. Godusové, kámo. Absolutní godusové, jakože aimově. Nehráli jsme na screamech třeba Gentlemates, jo. A jinak jsme hráli fakt skoro, ne všechny, ale hráli jsme hodně týden na týmu. A aimově, nejlepší, no má, že BBL. A hráli jsme teda jenom jednou, takže možná, kámo, měl nějaký dobrý den. Ale BBL a Fnatic, kámo, nejlíp, kámo, střílí. Jakože to jsou prostě takový shoty, že jakoby nemůžeš ani vystřelit, kámo. Heretic Section nestřílí tak dobře. Nevím proč. Ani Navi na screamu střílel tak dobře. Ale jako nehrál jsem je tolikrát, chápeš, jako můžeš mít dobrý scrim, můžeš mít špatný scrim. Chat Minny, rating 1.54. Názor? 1.54 rating Brimstone. 65% HS, kámo. To je insane, ne, to je fakt, kámo. To je unreal, no. To je unreal. To mě trochu těší, kámo. To mě těší. Si říkám, kámo. Vždycky, když hrám duo s Minim a má nějakou popov hru, tak si říkám, píčo, co je, vole? Co mám dělat víc? A potom chlap dodá tedy VCTčko a na stage dropne úplně stejnou hru. Tak potom jako asi v pohodě. To je asi v pohodě. Včera jsme hráli Haven, kámo.
Overall, Minny throughout whole his career was a flex player, so yeah, we just felt that it was a good choice to put.
Tak vypadá Pako.
Yeah, Minny
A kundi.
and yeah, the decision was simple, so yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
You can't doubt that, right? Minny can play everything and he can be good on everything. I'm just so happy that he's still got that form. He's not IGLing, unleashed. What do you guys think of Gentlemate's performance? Because I got two people behind me.
Tohle analýz desk?
Yeah, they were very loud about it. Yeah.
Can we show them?
Maybe they're in the
Professional
global.
hate watchers behind me. Sometimes today will be good. All good, never mind. You guys are gonna have to just guess who it was.
Ruce na stůl.
Yeah.
Not hard to guess. Yeah, I think people can imagine that. But to what you were saying, I think Minny demonstrated it last year, and I think he also proved it this year. The way that he is starting is amazing. Keeping that performance.
There he is. Almost. Almost. They don't want to show their faces, but they were professional gentlemates, hate watchers. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Minny's
To bylo.
Gentlemates proved that they have been cooking something, which is very.
EMEA chce být asi nejvíce sledovaný region, to je kokot.
Always need to bring in something new and something that is going to be a surprise to your opponents. At the beginning of
15 openů je crazy, no, actually.
How fast they were with the plants, as you can see here, 10 out of the 12 rounds that they played on the attack, they got the spike down, and that became one of the win conditions that they.
Jinak by the way, mě má lepší defend než atak, ty.
And started working the map a little bit more.
Yeah, especially in attack, it feels to me that
Gentle.
base composition was a bit of a paradox, like an interesting one, because at the same time you see how dynamic they could be with both duelists and also having like Astra fake stars and etc. to be able to rush. But at the same time, once they got the spike planted, everyone was just backing up, and we had.
Neviděl jsem aim Hera, bylo to dobrý?
We had shock darts, also lineups and the pool, so it was interesting.
Hero má kámo nejlepší formu.
Aggression from the duelist and also the postman that was minimated.
Were we a fan of Mippo?
Yes.
You like Mippo?
Yes, I was a fan.
Imagine letting Marteen go. Oh, could be me.
It'd be a very sad day if you had Marteen.
Dude, Casey hates us.
Kde má fusekle? Je zima.
I'm taking the brunt.
Don't put me in this.
I will say, to me, it wasn't only about.
Ještě neskončil Minny, podle mě.
Was actually more. I like
Hero Roxy next level.
On the defense, you know that both are capable.
To jsem rád, že jsme hráli ranked proti jim nedávno. Chcete vědět, co jsme hráli ranked 2 dny dozadu?
Let you have that advanced position and just have it anywhere in the map. But also, in the attack, there was something very interesting that I wanted to show with one of the replays that I got from round 11. As I said,
jestli koukáš na nohy, já se koukám na celý obrázek a ona má nohy na tom gauči. Není na nejlepší turecký tým? To je pravda, kámo. Která je Minny na splitu? V tom off-season eventu hrál Cyphera, podle mě. Hele, double duel zase.
With the structure recon, they just walk onto side and already have inserted a player. They had nothing to do with the extra aggression that you have on the duelist, but actually working the map. What we were lacking to see from the side of FUT is the control of the map. Just look at the positions they were forced to play in again and again, and how.
24/11.
You can't rely on just.
Nebo bude hrát kdo?
You can ace 2 of those.
Já nevím, jestli hrajou Viper.
But you know, this is a bit worrying, I think,
Actually,
for FUT, because even the start that they had, they couldn't.
Hraješ buď Viper nebo Cypher. Dohromady se to už moc nehraje.
Also, you know, individually, we know how talented the FUT players are, and also are known, you know, for their skill and stuff. And I feel that apart from Yetu-J, there's no one that really got the opportunity of shining, you know, because there was basically too many angles to hold. Given the fact that they had a sentinel, as you said, Videa, it was really surprising, you know, that were a bit on the map in defense.
It's something that I think is also very important. I think that throughout the year we're going to see it a lot, but also especially for Kickoff, having those set rounds that are so incredibly niche, where you spot a weakness. This was not a direct call. It's like, oh, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to surprise them. And honestly, mates had it.
Yeah, and I'm even more looking forward to their split now. You know, after seeing their Abyss
ready for more double.
Yeah, and I do wonder how much, you know, we had this sort of angle looming over us a little bit in the first match, but I do wonder how much of the off-season we read into and how much that helped him, you know, being able to play those tournaments and finding an identity for both sides.
Yeah, I'm also wondering, you know, on split whether we're going to see Minny again on the Viper duty.
Tam sedí 2 týpci vzadu, vidíte to? Za tou televizí tam sedí 2 lidi, kámo.
So I'm wondering if it's going to be also, you know, double duelist, double controller, or if we're going to see something more spicy.
We might get some answers on the side of FUT, because Gaius answered this question a little bit earlier. Let's hear even.
Proč jste prohráli, chat? První, proč jste prohráli 26, tak pojď. Proč jste prohráli?
We saw you play split in the off season. How different will you split be today? You want me to talk? Yeah. Pretty different. We have some new stuff.
Máme new stuff na splitu.
Looking at our old VODs is not gonna get anything. I'm feeling very confident in our split, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, vamos.
Vamos!
I love that. I love that. I love that he's willing to share that like they learn something from the off
Chat,
season and they
jsme se tady bavili o těch Navi, jsme se tady bavili, chat.
it's going to be redundant.
I've heard
Pojďte na tohle.
and especially from FUT, knowing that historically they've been a team to change compositions a lot and
Yeah.
to not be scared to do so. That doesn't mean I'm not looking forward to split. I always enjoy and I feel like in EMEA we always get good splits.
Tohle jsem vám chtěl ukázat.
It's going to be a surprise, especially for the side of mates. Many times we speak about teams and how drilled they are when they start playing their game. I feel like for
Až tu Minnyho hru jsem chtěl
Yeah,
ukázat.
and I mean, confidence is the key, right? But the way you're starting maps is also an important key. And it's for sure that on Abyss, FUT failed, you know, to have the start that they
Koukejte na to, jsme hráli za ranked 2 dny dozadu.
I think for
Dobrý matchmaking.
for Gentlemates is going to be hard to catch up.
To be fair, it is
Hero?
So
Navi Hero? Navi Filu? Navi Shao?
they could give a 12.
Ulf Lemur?
A 12 early.
Já Minny Henky.
Okay, would you say that
Random
what happened last year
swap.
was Minny's fault?
Absolutely not.
Then
It's like
then
everyone
it's
else
not the
but
same
Minny.
thing. Then nothing
Yeah.
else is the same.
Yeah. Actually, I'm with it. You know, we got to turn a new page. We got to turn a new page here. But for FUT though, they don't want to carry on the form. They
Včera jsem se zapl
We
solo.
want to see them make a global event. We want to see them look competitive in EMEA.
Giants West Side.
Because this
Giants Ara.
they've been here since the beginning
Vitality
of the
Jumpy.
partnership and they never won anything. They've literally
Yeah.
never won anything. I want them to start at least winning a map here against Giants.
Ale actually kámo docela na piču hráli.
It's way stronger teams on paper in theory.
I think that lose
Nebo jako Jumpy umíral jak šulín.
very important. And to me,
Ale ve
individually,
side
they're
byl
not
nějaký
lacking it. Otherwise, you would not be able
Humoricky
to
viděl jsem.
They do have the trust in themselves. I feel
On
like
by se rád víc, já jsem je schválně stlumil teďko.
things are going to get complicated for them.
Let's go! Oh, hype. I'm not gonna lie, I've been praying on my knees to see yet to something like this.
Mám
Yeah, for mates, yeah, we
plus
we
16 decibelů ten
expect all
Google
of this,
Chrome.
double
Plus
US,
16
double
fucking
yes, very
decibelů
all
to
round, but
mám.
I'm super with you, especially when you want
Mám to o 16 decibelů víc, než to mají oni. Oni to mají tak na
It's
píču
going to be jet to Jay. Let's
potichu.
do it on the way, like.
And bring up some spice also. I was going to ask
Normálně,
I think it's a rhetorical
až to
one.
fixnou, tak vám dostane strašný e-rape, jakoby.
But I think you ladies already
Oh,
answered.
I hope he opts.
On Willy?
15% HS? Jo.
It makes no sense.
Já mám píči úplně HS tuhle ten akt.
Yes,
He
yes,
will,
yes.
he will for sure.
Or maybe even like a Bucky or something, you know, maybe something like that. I hope he also has the tech.
HS jsou důležitý jenom jakože
Yes. But to be fair, the way they take
jako na flex, nebo jako když má Klemeny 65, tak to je cool. Ale jakoby
the util to be on point, to be supported. This is a good change, I think.
overall, kámo, si nepamatuješ, kdo má kolik HE percentage. Nikdy. Nezajímá tě to. Chápeš?
I mean, Bambino was right. I don't think any of us
Jakoby,
guessed that
se
you
nezajímá, kolik má
would
křišťály
play
teďko
Tom,
HE
what do
percentage.
you make of this?
Well, Tom, you seemed ecstatic. I think you've been asking Bambino for this for a while, right? So how do you feel now, getting your cake and getting to take a little bite?
Křišťály 35% HS, ty kokos. Jo, počkej, má 0, no nevadí. No. Zkusil. Co se to loudí tady furt, kamo? Co do píči? Minny je nejlepší, teda Minny. Marteen nejlepší joru. Sekl jsem ten broadcast.
Like you want to play double dive, you don't really have, well, I guess a C-net anymore.
Hlasitost
so
fixed,
you're
chat.
going to throw in someone who has crazy aim,
Actually.
crazy mechanics that should be able to do it. I'll be
We are
honest,
so back.
I would prefer not to, but I guess if you're not running the Sentinel, it kind of makes sense. Like
We are so back.
away from that. I think Baha will be capable of playing the Viper. Maybe he wouldn't have been able to do it on the other side.
Je to mega náhlas.
For a raise, Yoru with Marteen and Bippo.
Druhá mapa, dámy a páni, ukaž. Minny Viper. Oj.
Gives them back control of bottom ramp. Bippo, good to get a 3 pieces now. Crystalli will be left all alone. A 1 versus 2.
Minny ještě alive.
The last map to
Uňáčovo kompilaci, čet na další věci. Se podíváme na zelený, když tak.
This time on the pistols, both opponents, no shields. A shot to the head, gonna be enough. This close. He's managed to slip behind that box, dodging the timings for now. Wherever he goes, it's just one player. The thing is, you don't want them to crunch you afterwards. If they're able to
Jestli je někdo, komu v tomhle klači věřím, tak to není Chrostály.
Hoping someone would give the game away, and unfortunately he's the one to do just that. Will be mates to convert themselves another pistol round, and Yeah, this is sort of the terrifying prospect with the Bippo Marteen. Like, you'd have those sort of supportive flashes that set up. There was a seize in the mix as well, which was just perfect. Left the players absolutely screwed. And although it was a quieter individual game from Bippo in the last one, you also have to bear in mind to dive into the site head first, find information, and try and fly back without being shot in the face. So this time, with a bit more supportive util, I'm excited to see what he's gonna do, and yeah, I think
Pablo, to abys to vzal do vlastních rukou, kámo.
Yoru utility, if not the best, in our region. He's fantastic at it.
Jakože teďko ještě, jak mám skrimy, Pablo, tak docela by dávalo smysl, abych se přidal na tvou stranu, viď?
He didn't blind his teammate.
Yeah. There's going to be so much more behind that as
Co?
well.
Ne. Dobrý typy, dobrý typy. Co dal za cross do piči, muffin cross? To je brok, actually. To je brok, akorát ne zelený.
Problem if Mr. Fallen can manage to catch him off guard. A kill on this side, a weapon retrieved. That's a spanner in the works.
Gliss?
And now the spike can go all the way back to B. That is huge.
Chytili Glissa? Žolbenc?
Bear in mind, Minny was one without a gun. Only a pistol in this round, so although the shields make it a little bit more.
Je pravda, Pablo. Pak už nemůžeš sázet ani na lolko, ale.
TP in case somebody attempts to take it, a little bit risky. Putting out that smoke, but maybe trying to bait the fact that he hasn't already got this far.
Nice, Muffin usnul.
Third kill already with the Spectre. Minny perfectly placed. A warning shot fired, but Baha
30 seconds
not
left.
quick enough to heat.
Minnyho HPčka. Kamaráde, ty jsi cool. Jestli je někdo, komu v tomhle? Nebo se to někdo říkat, je to totální hotlice.
Yeah, another big multi-kill. Starzo the one to find that, and for mates, this was a very big multi-kill from Starzo. That could have been two players up top ramp, weapon retrieved, man advantage, and a lot of map control going their way. And with just a few seconds,
Počkej, ty jsi chtěl dát 2-0 pro KC? To vůbec, kámo. Já jsem normálně překvapený, že KC dokázali hrát vůbec nějak close z Navy a dát jim vůbec nějaký kola. Jako Navy jsou podle mě hodně good teďko.
Well, yeah, that's sort of the fun thing with Starzo. Obviously, I think like if we hadn't seen Ascension, we would have had a lot more questions about his sort of individual level. He was, even though they didn't win many games, even though he was playing with like quasi mix roster.
Jakože statisticky byly vždycky jakože
he was the top rated player in the whole event.
Prostředek jakoby tier 1, ale? A tam měli Angela? A jako mají Angela na koučovi a je místo někdo, kdo střílí? Kamo...
high impact kills from him throughout.
Navy můžou být jakože hodně nice. Protože byl KC kurzový favorit? To nevím, kámo, protože to dělá nějaký substance to uživatel.
By a roster in the VCT, and I think for mates in particular, like I said at the start of this series, I really feel like it's a team that could be that dark horse because they've got that perfect blend of experience and the fire.
Scrimbox se dává na Twitteru, Domino. Lidi líkujou skrimy, to normálně strašně moc lidí dělá. Třeba je prostě skupina lidí, kámo, co slovíček dobrý. Skupina lidí, kámo, co chodí, co má udělaný účty, jenomže má vyfollowovaný lidi, co často streamujou, z tier 1 nebo i tier 2, a koukají jim na friendlisty v lobby, koukají na záznamy streamu, když jsou v lobby, a jestli v lobbyčku náhodou neotevřeli jakoby friendlist, a ve friendlistu to screenují a postujou to na Twitter, vole. What the fuck? Co se děje?
That can pull them back out of this. Mates rushing in, numbers by their side, but time
Běhací fantom, vole. To je běhací fantom, prostě. Minny! Půlka je one tap, půlka je one tap. Kurva, jen. Jsi nějaký info ze skrimu? Já ty hráče hlavně znám, Jan Vysin. Já ty hráče znám, já proti jim hraju, kamo, každý den. A vím, jaký jsou individuálně ty hráči. Hodně ostrý kluk.
Gentle mates, it's not as damning as you might think. In fact, Marteen already investing into the.
Neměl by v EMEA 3 Češi? A kdo myslí, že měl být ten třetí? NRG, bro, je nejlepší hráč na planetě, kámo. Kámo, zdá se mi to, nebo ty týmy, kámo, fajtí do krve úplně.
Giving Starzo a man by his side, but leaving Glyph
Magoři, kámo.
one to be isolated. As you can see,
Když už se někde fajtí, tak se fakt jako fajtí, kámo.
looking for a battle on screens, maybe not even expecting a player to be this late to the party. Glyph hasn't seen him, but it doesn't look like he's been seen. And
Nice.
in fact, it's the perfect position. Oh no! Baz gotten away with a freebie. 50 seconds. Spike down in this round. Now you can do this.
This leaves a lot more issues in terms of angles, and there's been a few whiffs here and there, but a man who's been whiffing all the way through the series is left up to
Minny. Gentlemates Minny. Zachránil.
Lightning doesn't strike twice.
Mě to vůbec nezajímá, ale píči, chápeš?
It's one apiece, but it's 3-1 for mates.
You could see he was calm and collected in that fight, and often when you're in that 1v2, that 1v1, the nerves get to you, Tom. When you're up against an opponent you think might have the upper hand on you, but well, we heard after the last map what Minny thinks of his opponent, so he felt
A
like
vidíte chat? Minny na Abyssu, Vandal na Splitu, Phantom.
Well, you really believe
Clever
it.
man.
The third time I was like, okay,
Clever
you're
man.
pushing your luck. But then again, we played all of them, so that's fine.
We did, back to back.
Here we go, Yetajay with the bucket. It's not Mr. Fallen, so I'm not believing in an ace. Can he get one? No, his teammate died.
Minny má nový song, viděl jsem.
They've shot him through the refract, unlucky.
Podíváme se na zelené ještě potom.
Here we go.
This is the chance to outbandit.
First bandit ace.
No better man for the job, but
Ten Bibo měl hrát Phantom, no mají on furt fulí tím
not
Vandalem.
going to be getting too much done as he has fallen inside the vents. And FUT 3 versus 5, a bookie, a sheriff, and a classic. A ragtag bunch, that's for certain.
Sounds like the start of a bad joke.
It does.
Mají oni nemá ani jeden flash footka, nebo jako Omen Baron neumají.
Rifles in hand, good stun. Either a bit of space.
Glaze.
The judge on the other side causing problems. Hold on. Yetajay, a little bit more. He's already got one with the bucky.
Chrostali má jako tu bakyčum.
At this stage of the game.
Chroustal, ale co dal 2 kily na pistolky. Chroustal! The GOAT, kámo!
Yetajay will try as he might, but he is completely
Jak
surrounded.
ten poletí jak namydlený blesk z té ledničky, vole.
There's a second as well. Looking for a little more. It got dangerous. As I said, he's definitely got the mechanics to back up the choice, but
Chroustal, kamaráde.
too much of it so far. It's still 4-1, but a little bit of extra damage at least. That's been the thing. Like, mates have been winning a lot of the rounds, even in the last map as well, but not a lot of them have been clean. They've been taking casualties as they go. The economy definitely not built to any point that's dangerous just yet.
That was style. You see that hair flip?
Yeah.
Ah, do it, Tom. Go on. Yes!
Go on.
Oh, he killed it. He killed it as well.
Jestli taky dostane do tier 1, tak z tier 2 prostě.
Every single one in his head. 4-1. Deep push from Bippo and the showstopper line.
Ale jakože není špatný, chápeš, to je prostě...
That early fight, well, they look to punish it on the attack
Jenom
side, but Mates had already given
ty standardy už jsou prostě jinde, chápeš?
Pushing down through mid as well. Starzo's looking for a fight. He's caught Baha. That's a massive duel for the side of Gentlemates, who seem
není kdo lepší.
Those advantages, one after another, finding its way into their hands with Yetajay, the man who had all eyes on him to start this out. Well, he has got another big task. He missed the ace in the previous round. Well, this will be impressive, but
he's got to get there first.
See if he can get it done.
Yeah, spike down, not going to help. Mid being watched as well, so there's not really any chance for a flank. And they are just jump spotting. You can see how safe, how drilled mates are looking to play this, and even going to add in a third man to the pile. Spike, not going to get away with that one.
Píče, to je komedie, tohleto fakt.
I'm loving their defensive setups. I think, firstly, the utility that's coming out from Starzo, I think has been perfect every single time. Like, someone's getting revealed. I think half the team was revealed in that one. But also then, like, look, immediately, straight through, obliterated. And then you have that combo of the two players in the form of Marteen and Bipper. And I think that's going to be a duo that we sort of thoroughly enjoy throughout this year, as they just have so much flair. But it's just irritating. Like, you can see FUT every single time they're being caught off guard and having to try and react. Like, using an ultimate just to react. The second they do that, a smoke's up. And then you have to gamble. Do we run through a smoke without the knowledge? And it's just not worth it in the end.
Yeah, and I think this is the thing, you know, going back to the previous map, the 13-8, you have 2 aces for FUT in there that you can already, and one of them led to another round afterwards. So almost take 3 off for that. And then you think back to how many rounds that they ended up finding the success in. Was it an individual stepping up? Then you look at mates in the rounds they won, and how many of mates' round wins felt like it was a niche play like that? Because a majority felt like really...
Mě zaplay klient, actually. Já jsem dneska natáčel videjko, já jsem dneska natáčel guide na Breeze, zítra bude vycházet. Možná kvůli tomu musím to zapínat, než to volím.
Losing sight of the timings of the round. We'll see the whole round unravel. And yet they played that playbook, that difficult to manage playbook. The one we've seen many teams come in and try, but they fail. They look silly doing it in the first couple of weeks. It takes time.
Silly.
Well, they've come in on week 1, and they have been so far one of my favorite teams to watch. I'm thinking about the end of last year.
This is game
otherwise
number 2.
It would be out of 4. But I'm even thinking about the end of last year, and I think in terms of the quality of Valorant being played.
This is my favorite.
Na Breeze, ano, 35 minut jsem natáčel v kuse, 35 minut já pingu o Breezeu. Pojel jsem všechny agenty, co si myslím, že jsou dobrý na Breeze. Co s nima dělat?
I am ecstatic for the possibilities for Gentleman's this year.
Yeah, I think again, Paco and Kundi clearly doing a good job.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to see 11. He is going to escape. Oh. It's only pistols this time. And a bucket.
Twitch-link nefunguje?
Nice.
Jako odkaz na můj Twitch?
Now who's the lunatic?
To je zajímavé, nevím, kámo, co se stalo. Nevím, kámo. Asi bugnutý to je nějak.
This is going to be a difficult one again. You've got that sniper in play just to go up against the light or no shields. There's some ultimates for FUT if they do manage to get into the late round.
Vykřičník ban mám tady nebo ne? Vykřičník ban mám na Kicku, ale nevím, jestli mám tady.
As of right now, mates are giving them nothing. We're getting to the 30-second mark, and this will be the first point of contact. And as you can see, it's
to je? To byl mes.
It's been popped. They've thrown it. And they've got
ještě včera to šlo.
Do they expect him to be? They do. Nice work from Yedajay. The shot.
Minny ještě žije.
And I wonder if they now, there's the Viper's pit.
You have to in this scenario, and now that's useless having an outlaw on the retake. These players going to be hiding inside that toxin.
Oj, Minny už nežije.
Jeez, how is this the round that they come in? Not just
strašně zajímavé těch YouTube streamech, že jakoby ty YouTube streamy, ty YouTube streamy se ukážou nějakým úplně novej jakoby sortě lidí, která ani nekouká na videa, ani nechodí na normálně na streamy, ani třeba na Instagram, ale prostě jakoby přijdu tady na stream, kámo. A pak se mě ptají, proč jim nejde odevřít jakoby Twitch link. Jakože, to mě nevadí, vole. Co dělá, kámo? Pistolky s rukou tam dělá.
I think it was once they spotted Bippo, that was the moment. The only danger was really
cleared
out Starzo from the site. If he again got a multi-frag, he could have ruined it, but I think FUT have been in sort of desperate need of a bit of wind in the sails. Them going, so that's a huge round to win. And just look at the economy damage done.
Je poslední stream vidět, no.
A lot of them haven't been particularly clean. They're always taking casualties, and because of that, they're not able to invest too much into this one.
Nebo ti, co chodili na Twitch, za 2 týdny, to je půl roku, a odemkne se mi odvolání. Tak uvidíme.
Again, if they can make this one costly. Mr. Farlin though.
A není to 100%. Nice gliss.
And now the other two. Do they continue to push forward into this one? It looks like they do.
Ten crozer je tragický. Fuj. Já se omlouvám.
Bullet in the barrel just in time. Snake Bite will take him down.
No.
Oh, well done by Baha. Low HP, not gonna let him stand in there for long. 5-3 now for FUT. Winning out a low buy round where they dump ultimates in, which I think has been something they have done a lot. Looking at the last map, there were some big ult dumps that managed to get them on the board, but now backing it up as well.
Zardo.
Anti-eco gets incredibly close though. That is worrying.
I cannot speak.
To get back into the game, but despite how close that scoreline is, this is where mates could run back away with it as the rifles come out.
Baha must have breathed the biggest sigh of relief because you almost lose a round like that and you're like,
Kde běží mainstream, na Kicku je to offline. Tohle je mainstream.
Sweet, no pressure.
Kick domlouvám.
Back him with the
Pokud
investment.
vyklapnul kick, tak bych
Interesting that they actually have the
nesíhal
operator
tam.
and then the Viper's Spear. Kind of skewed the vision of Marteen, but even still, they managed to get the opener Minny under serious pressure, and actually they've just looked to try and bypass it. Starzo quickly filling in the gaps, knows he needs to cover his teammate.
To byla ostrost. To byla actually ostrost.
And well, now the backup has arrived.
Shorty.
A little bit of a flex at the end. It's an in-zone flawless. This time they get the call out as mates win that one nice and clean.
Again, looking at the ideas for mates, I love seeing it. Viper's pick goes down, but the plan was just to bait them into Marteen. He looks for the early fight, doesn't see it. Pick goes up, and the responsibility is to quickly close that space in, dump utility into the pit, and get either into vent or into heaven. Take some of that space they're defending for free with one player out of their hands. If you try to do that, it means you're walking into the op, and you did as well.
Chtěl jsi se, nepsal ti, že nebudeš streamovat?
But a good idea again to set up these early fights that just give mates a little bit of an advantage. And they're getting that little advantage at the start of a lot of rounds. That really starts to add up, especially when players are hitting their shots too.
A lot of the time you look at players coming into the league, and I definitely think in the last map, individually, maybe they've had a little bit of a tough start, but there's definitely no lack of confidence here. A competent aimer, and while for FUT, they're again starting to fall quite far behind. A clean round, as I said, that's the one thing that mates hadn't really had, was just getting themselves that economy built up, or they have an extra purchase for the next. It's going to be the same control being battled for. That's not the start they were looking for, though. That's Baha.
Proč Lurker hraje jako první na rampě, chat?
Oh, the deep play, looking the wrong way in heavy traffic. Bippo runs Jedije out of the round. A 5 versus 3 now. The numbers
Než mi to vadilo. O, rotace do Glisa. Glis je furt na B.
But he makes it around that corner towards the B site. Main not in their hands, nor is Spawn. I mean, mates have got full control to work with him for FUT after the plant. Where did they go? For now, holding on to heaven control.
Počkej na sebe všichni.
They definitely won't go towards the Spawn.
Počkejte na Minnyho. Glis má dobrou pozičku, to by neměli clearnout, kámo. Hlavně se nehybe, vole. To je actually mega dobrá pozička, co má Glis. Má perfektní timing, no tak Glis čum. O! To stačí.
And again, it's not just the game plan for mates, it's every player understanding the role. If Glyph peeks out there, this round's in jeopardy again.
Ardis hejtil Bipa.
Textbook, man. They're so fun to watch. Just don't make
možná mu Bipa vzal práci, kdo ví?
So many times, even from incredibly experienced players. And, you know, we've already talked about Glyph. First time on that stage.
Yeah, no, it's just clever. Like, you know that they're going to re-clear it. You know as well that they probably left someone to watch mid. So, okay, if there's someone mid...
Ardis nehejtí, to je pravda, to je jeho content.
He's watching that. So then you wait for the rest of your team to push in. Everybody focuses elsewhere, and you have a backstab. Like, it's textbook. It's someone who has drilled a plan and executed it to perfection. It is rare you see that from a team that... Well, it is brand new, other than Minny.
Oi!
All right.
Not
going to be too happy about that one. A spam that opens up. Again, it's nothing particularly good.
Vipo hraje totiž na nějakým smurf účtě, Fanix. Vipo hraje na smurf účtě, kde má Radiant Nomar, ale on nehraje moc rankery.
All makes sense. Nice stuff by Zeus.
Okay, he needs to turn them back on.
Yeah, get those walls off.
Yeah, he was like, we're winning too easily. I've got, yeah.
No, I think it's a tactical choice. Give Minny the confidence
boost. This is a joke for anybody who wants
it's not good. Cristalli taken down, but Zeus with the trade gets Showstopper on. And he land the shot. The player up top. It's 2 versus 2 now. Spike down on the floor. It's Carnage. And it's Mr. Fallen on the ground. That sends Baha back in the other direction.
Marteen.
Gives Marteen the tee of dreams. A shot in the backside of Baha to put 8
8-3 on the board. Gentlemates running away with this first half.
Yeah, it's a shame because again, they're doing a lot of damage with these pistols. They're able to get
to vypustit tu raketu, no.
a disadvantageous position, but
oj, to bylo těsný, kámo. To bylo těsný.
They're not getting the punish. Only once was Mates struggling with the economy, and they immediately managed to recover, bounce back, and now they have 8 rounds on the board on that defensive side. And especially going in with the double dive to the
Coach,
attack.
asistent M8 má český kořeny, má jaký příjmení? Myslíš Kundy? Nevím, jaký má příjmení.
Operator, actually a bonus operator purchase for Starzo. He played duelist in the past, you know? Oh, did Zeus see the barrel? No, he didn't.
Odhoven, Zeus. Odhoven.
But that is a crucial piece of information that has cost him his life.
I'll give you the silver lining. They've got a long timeout after this at the halftime, so time to
dobrý nade, hodně dobrý nade.
After that, Nade does damage.
Skoro zajebal ten nade.
Players back and out of the round as Minny finds out that's all he gets. A post Mr. Under the radar. Leave Stars
Krostáli, vole. Krostáli v klači.
19 shots loaded.
A to je ještě jeden. Krostáli.
Starzo and put 8-4 on the board. It is a very dim glow in the distance at the end of the tunnel, but hope not yet extinguished for FUT.
Mudra je ve slow motionu, jak vystřel. Čum.
Sort of moments where you look at this for FUT and go, yeah, it's a silver lining, but it did feel like a bit of a mistake on an angle not being checked. It's definitely going to have to be a tough comeback for them in the next half.
8-4, dobrý, ale. Wow. Musím dělat na příjmení. Ale tam je, že jo, Chorvat, pak je Chorvat, myslím.
In Berlin tonight, the Gentlemates boys, we have Squeezy, we have Brooks, we have Beyaz. Welcome back, first of all. Bon retour, les frérots, ça fait plaisir de vous avoir.
Počkej, to jsou šéfové. To jsou šéfové Minnyho, počkej, to se podíváme. Tu ten týpek? Tu ten týpek dělal formule, no má je na Twitchi, vole, nevím, kolik to mělo sledujících. 100 000.
We speak English for the viewers of the official cast. So we shouldn't be there, you know, because last season was shit for us. So I'm so happy. It's like
minus 500. Asi mu to nevadí.
For us to be there, so we're gonna enjoy it, even if there is bad scenario like we say, remontada. But I hope there is not any more remontada, okay? So we're just here to live some moments with these guys and to enjoy the matches, and we hope we'll have some good surprise. Like right now. Like right now.
Beautiful, magnifique, très belle réponse. Brooks.
Jak kolik má na streamu lidí chat? Tak 50 000?
Number 12, you know 12 the number.
Bych si to bylo tak 50 000, kámo.
Traumas in 2025, but it seemed that war is over in 2026. So how does that feel, you know, seeing your team being able to close out maps?
You know, the number 12 was really traumatic for us, but we had to go through, and it's how it is, it's life, so...
I s tuhletím chatem si potřásl rukou v Berlíně.
To finish the game like we saw on Habis, but...
Minny nás vzal do kanclu po zápase.
Now we're not scared of it anymore.
No, I'm not scared of it.
It's good, Beyaz. My last question is gonna be to you
in
one
close.
word, real quick. Explain me why Minny is a legend, why Minny is the player that played throughout the years in Gentlemates.
Qu'est-ce que je veux que je dise? C'est le GOAT! C'est le GOAT! C'est le meilleur joueur du monde!
To je ten sokor humoreskýho, vole. Kámo, jak jsou jebnutý.
I'm not sure we can carry on that sort of energy.
Už si uvědomil, co řekl ten manažer? Co řekl? Jako to shit? A to není manažer, to je owner. To je owner všech ownerů, kámo. Ten s tou čepicí. To je Squeezy. Já si myslím, že tomu je úplně všechno uprdele, kámo. Jakoby tomu je leží všechno úplně upíči. Ten jakoby už to dělá jen tak s prdelem, ale ten může retirnout, kámo, celou svoji generaci.
Up against the seasoned squad
no nic, pistoleros.
That is very much the start to the season that made so we're looking for so long.
Oj.
They've still got to be careful though. Moving into that attack side, and already Zeus has claimed his first victim. It will be Bippo.
Minny musí mít nějaký dobrý timing, gos.
A lot of individual moments which, as said, were somewhat missing from that first map, even though he was definitely a part of the machine that was Mates. Minny lurking around. Mr. Farming. I didn't expect him to swing that one, but he's done a little bit of additional damage. And
Agresivní Minny.
Towards this A site, there are still multiple players here.
Má timing Minny. Nemá.
Oh, Minny caught in the side. Numbers start to flood in, spike up close. Starzo's got to wait for the numbers to back him up. The player
zajímavý angle, co vzal Stark
HP ain't going to be doing too much. It's Glyph on the late wraparound. Starzo picks his moment to strike himself and Marteen.
To bylo zajímavý zahraný.
Gets out as Glyph goes in and left into the hands of Zeus. A classic recovered and the shots will not land. Marteen with 2 big kills on 17 HP. Starzo striking just in time.
To bylo velice advanced kolo toto. To bylo full individuální kolo, jak se. Každý zkusil vzít nějaký timing a duel prostě.
Yeah. I wonder if my request for the guy's heart rate monitor ever went through.
No jsou prostě lepší ty gentlemates, no individuálně.
That has got to be infuriating. Like you basically get a couple of freebie openers, like Minny walking into the side, and you go, okay, pistol wrapped up, done, dusted, and then it's again silly fights, individual moments lost, and a huge boost to an already very strong start to this series from Mate.
Co to je? Oni zapomněli přepnout kameru. Tohle nemá být vidět, chat. Tohle nemá být vidět, chat. Tohle nemá být vidět, kurva. Co si jeme? Chrostáli.
Glyph is down, and it's the pistols reigning supreme, at least in the first few fights, but there's much more to come. And it's
a je hotovo.
Looking to bail them out. Starzo finding another.
To tam lidi? Nejsou, podle mě, nebo tam byly záběry na lidi. To jsem ještě nezkoumal, ale loni to bylo dělaný tak, že tam byli lidi jenom na některé dny. Se to hraje v několik herních dnech. Ale že na playoff tam budou až lidi. A docela expensive jako.
It's very, very close, mate. It's not clean once again, but I don't think they'll care too much. There's a 10th round.
Very close indeed. I think, was it 46 HP? I mean, we're
co je za line-up?
One shot at that range to take that player down.
To se krade, tohleto. To se krade toto.
I think that's only gonna build the frustration.
Odchroustáli ho. Amanakujím já. Kanka.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah.
He always gave me primary duelist
the
energy.
Roll swap of dreams.
Yeah, why not?
Let's have it.
Seen it played smokes.
It wouldn't be the craziest thing.
To je greedy jako kokot tohle.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Měl by mrtvej ten je tu J, actually.
Is he gonna do it again? He is. He's gonna.
He hasn't got a refract. Surely not.
He is.
On to fakt repíkl, kámo.
He's a madman.
Absolute nutcase. Bear in mind, the other team are the ones with the low buy here. Completely
to je haluzno. To jako by nebyl dobrý play, ale fungovalo to.
Risks taken. Will they pay off? I thought Marteen was about to double down.
Can't use that to conceal
Instead, mad advantage.
Gliss.
Could take a fight, but he's lost the battle, and this is not the gun you want. He doesn't have aid.
A na piču plentli pro rampu.
Where he is, and then he has to try and dive in with a bucky.
A Buckinka?
If he wins this, I think we just give up on the game.
He actually might have won that if he hit the nade. If he'd forced him off, that's a bookie fight up close probably. And who knows? Who knows how that one ends?
Kámo, Zeus loni vypadal jako úplný dítě a teďko vypadá jak svůj vlastní fotr.
Another round on the board for FUT, but this is the problem, man. We need to see them consistently put up because
lidi se prostě, kámo, proměňujou.
It was somewhere that I see that man pop up on my screen. I know I need to be quiet. But it's somewhere that we know FUT have been able to put rounds up. They got
Starek 168.
A lot of those rounds were big ult dumps. They do come in with a showstopper.
Big performance.
I want to see them win that round-to-round play. So far, mates have seemed stronger.
To je ten Berlín, to je pravda, kámo, deprese, vole. S tebou udělával.
Oh, that's a very different adventure.
Timing!
His time, and maybe just trying to give him a full sense of hope. Still, early trade back, spike going down, and just look at the position of Bipper. Why would you even expect anybody to be here? Deep in control. Now goes swinging back. I think he's even expecting Zeus to be here.
Hraju jak prasata, kámo, trošku, ty je mate. 3v2 a furt týpek hledá další 1v1 pro sebe. Ale jakoby je to individuální jakoby brilliant. Takže pohodě. Není to úplně 100% vychovaný playstyle, že tady Bipo zůstane. Že tady by podá kill, je to 3v2 a furt zůstane na stejném místě skoro, kde byl. Místo, aby šel grupnout na side.
Very quickly going to be over. That's the
stuff we're
looking for. Mr. Fall and wallbang headshot onto Marteen. Well, if we can get
W wallbang. Dal mu hlavu?
It does look like it, yeah.
Nedá.
Unless he plays that afterwards. Yesjay's also then just won a fight on a player flying through the air. Maybe they should just play the pistols. Maybe that was the thing that Bambino was really excited for. It's just how they play.
Že tohle kolo je Minnyho čas.
Managed to fly across and get one. This is one of the best rounds.
Come on, má tuhletu performance s tím crossem, by the way, chat.
They didn't even have
Minny!
Half the time they've blocked each other. That's not great.
Please don't throw.
I'm nervous. Starzo should be dead from heaven, right?
He has to be.
They've got the spike, so they don't even need.
Ten bájak je posranej, kámo.
I guess for the player on site, it would be nice to sort of bail him out a little bit.
Může skopat z Elba, podle mě, ten Baha. Čum? Tam je angle z Elba. Čum? A už ne. Kurva, half clear posranej. Patrik, Husek.
Unbelievable so far, but this has to be where the legend
Kámo.
ends, and it does die in round 17.
To je za Gandalfa kouče, to je Kundi. Se jmenuje.
Many more rounds need to follow though.
Dobrý nickname? Jako já si nemůžu to jakoby dělat frajeři. To byl insane kill battle. Kámo. Later just unlucky.
I kind of agree. Like mates have been able to stabilize pretty much
Tough name.
through the match.
Jeden kouč se jmenuje Kundi, druhý se jmenuje Paco.
They're now going to be on a low by themselves, and this is looking
Mých
like a B rush if ever I've seen one. The other thing.
To nemůže uholdit Mr. Muffin, kámo.
Would get them.
Kámo, jsem to možná jinxl, viď? Já jsem to jinxl do piči. Na paranoiku. Wallbang. Jak žije?
It's a straight up fight that gets Showstopper online, but Bippo's already gone.
Baha.
This is getting worrying.
This is like Cage Valorant.
A 4 versus 3.
Retake s VIPem, to chceš? Nazdar!
Held onto by Minny. And now
12 on the board.
An operator and an ultimate on Yenjay. They're walking forward, Tom. I don't know why they're walking forward, but it looked like they want to send that op in. At least
Čuť, jak mají positioning daný ty gentlemates.
They've got credits, they can afford to throw one rifle away here to try to do damage, but even then, I mean, mates, they've got the money.
12-6, čet.
Especially with this being a low buy round. It's not much point throwing the rifle away.
This round definitely has not gone to plan. A lot of
Jako FUT nejsou nejsilnější tým, ale gentlemen vypadají extrémně dominantně, kámo. Jakože levels, kámo, levels above, legit.
An even more dominant performance than what we saw on the last map, and I just have no faith that FUT are going to be able to string.
Hrajou mega dobře, kámo.
We've not seen anything that made me believe that could happen on this map or the last.
I love you guys. Good job.
Well, the energy's
Wake up.
He's chilling.
He is. He's vibing. Full vibe.
To půjde, kámo.
Well, one step in the right direction for Mate so far. Now.
Já to FUT vyhraju, tak si urvem ruku.
A challenge that faced in almost all their games.
They already did it
last year. Remember the last stage Mates played in?
Oj, tak to je škoda, kámo.
Now a chance for revenge for the banner at least. More so than the banner men. 6 chances to close this out and a 4v4 to start it off.
Rotation.
15 on the clock, and Mates decide after early A hit that they are going to take this all the way around the world, back to the B site, and the question now is where does Mr. Fallen go? If he sticks around in this position, he's going to have a lot of players coming right around that corner, but instead he goes to mid.
Takže volkujou spawn je by the way crazy. Ale jako chápu, že to dělají, ale jakoby ten call, volkovat i spawn, protože ti ze souboru může jinak slyšet, nebo z Chiny. To je insane, actually. To je actually insane call. To je crazy, kámo. Jsem vlastně nějaký antistrat, že víš, že to takhle rádi hrajou, nebo kámo je to full on the fly.
Guys, have you seen anything on A? I'll put another smoke down, guys. I'll put smoke down. If they go through the smoke now, we're ready.
They're crazy, come on.
But I've got guys, the spike got planted on B.
And see, here's the problem. Even now you go, well, Mr. Fallen could get
To je v piči, actually, kámo. Retake s VIPem zas.
If you're gentle mates, you
mají málo času.
You don't think it's the B player coming back, you think it's the mid guy getting ahead of it. And instead,
Co ti je, Beglis?
Off! Really nice play by Glyph again, standing in the same corner. There is another player coming though. Yedeje is so down
Lucky
late,
pro
but it
mates.
gives him a chance to catch them off guard if there's anybody left.
Nevím, jestli lucky, kámo.
He is so late at this point, and now he's being spotted because there's 4 players left. Mates covering every angle, winning every fight, and they will find the series 2-0.
To bylo velice clean.
Remarkable start to the year for Gentle Mates. As FUT go down, the question is how far can the mates go? Playing like this,
GG, well played.
the sky's the limit.
Yeah, for sure. It was a streak of
Jako jestli budu hrát takhle furt, kámo. Jestli budu hrát taky, já skakám každý zápas. Tak jedeme na Masters. Come on!
In-game leader in Mr. Fallen, and I'll say it looked like they were out-called, it looked like they were out-structured, it looked like mates came in as a well-polished machine, and for a roster with only 1 man standing from last year, that is very impressive.
Yeah, it is a really impressive display down on that stage. The change of leadership for Gentle Mates gave Minny the chance to thrive as an individual.
Minny mečem vypíče, by the way. I když tu mapu neměl takový numbers, tak tu první mapu měl takový numbers, že je podle mě mečem VP jako.
And they were the ones with their claws out every time for FUT. Back to the drawing board, no doubt. A lot of work to be done now.
Bude rozhovor, či doufám, že bude rozhovor s Minnym.
Definitely not kicking off
s Marteenem.
they started. But for Gentle Mates, what a remarkable display. The drought of stage 2 has ended as they wash their opponents away.
Yeah,
first game.
Well, it must be nice for Minny, but also nice for Starzo. Obviously, back in the past, on that Koi team, they didn't necessarily have a lot of wins on this stage. So to be able to come in and get the dub right off the rip, they got a big fan base behind them as well. To already
nejsem ještě fanoušci.
Is a great one for FUT. It's definitely a worry. This was an opening game where you wanted to show some strength, and they definitely did not do that.
Yeah, we talked about the ear to the ground for those young Turkish talents, how guys has always been able to pick up the up-and-comers, how the FUT scouting team has always been there picking up these new guns, and I think Zeus being one of the more impressive in recent memory.
I really missed having him on the stage.
But for FUT, yeah, it hasn't...
A už je uklidněnější než kámo při té Ascension.
That still needs to be cracked, but speaking of cracked, let's send this down to the stage where the old IGL and now
Minny rozhovor.
Is standing by.
Minny rozhovor. Co ti jeme?
The Prince of Gentle Mates stands with me after a clean 2 against FUT. Congratulations, Minny. It's great to see you on this stage in Berlin, and we know you as a humble king. The first question I want to ask you is about yourself. What did you do good today? What are you proud about yourself on today's match?
I mean, there was a lot of things I did good, for sure, you know.
I agree.
But yeah, I helped Starkso with IGLing, I was shooting, you know. I kept the boys calm, you know. Also from start of the day, like, I think everyone, me, Starkso included, we tried to bring the experience, you know, to everyone. And I think we did great, like no one...
Mikrofon puse!
The rookies did great, you know, Bipo and Glyph, they did amazing, so I'm super happy for them, you know, I'm proud of them. And they will keep smashing, you know, so be careful, guys.
Yeah, good feeling.
Keep smashing.
The boys were cooking, I mean, everything went well for you today. And speaking about this IGL duty that you're not on anymore, that you passed so during the off-season, I wanted to know how did this transition go on your end, and what do you admire in Starkso as a leader?
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, like we saw in Abyss, I can focus on Crosshair more, but still, like I have big voice in the team. I can still be helping Starkso as much as I can, So it feels amazing. The connection between me and Starkso is there, So like it feels very great, Like it's a very optimal environment for me. And Starkso, he's an amazing leader. He's doing very great, Like outside of the server, he's making sure everyone's okay all the time and stuff. So yeah, it's amazing so far.
It seems like you guys have found the right balance, right, in the team, and that's
Chet,
what we've seen on
you
the
know?
server today. And the next question is a question I asked to your CEOs a little bit earlier. It's about number 12. Number 12 curse, It seems like it's over. So I wanted to know, as a player, it might be a silly question, but how does it feel to finally be able to close up maps without sweat?
Minny.
I mean, if you would not tell me, I would not think about it, Like I fully forget about it. So
thank
you for bringing it back. But yeah, I mean, it was amazing to win, right?
It's not that hard in the end.
Yeah, but I mean, it was not that bad last year, I think. It was just some unfortunate course.
Yeah.
But the course was there from the round number 0, not number 12, I think. So everything's good, nice.
But now it's over. So that's all we need to focus on, right?
It's gone, it's past.
Yes, focus on the positive, right? And lastly, I also wanted to give you the mic to, for your fans, for the CEOs. They made a ton of noise for you today. I think you guys were able to hear it also on stage. So what do you want to show them? What do you want to tell them?
Oh, I mean, it's amazing, right, to have my CEOs here, have all the supporters. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing,
I know, the píči.
It's behind me,
I know!
Yeah, so it's amazing, all the fans, all the media, social media supporters. It feels like a dream come true, and I truly love Gentlemates.
And I think you deserve to be living this dream. Minny, thank you so much for joining me. Congratulations again on the win, and good luck for next matches. That's it for me on stage for tonight, but stay with us for Post Plans with Yitsu, Kakuka, Marteen, and Bipo. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Vidíme se na Lenkedech.
That's right. Welcome to the first post plan of the year in 2026. Yeah. I'm now joined by Marteen and Bippo.
I know. Rozhovor s Marteenem ještě.
I'm not sure you're aware of this, but Marteen, you definitely are. When you're sort of like a duo, you got something going on, we like to give you like a name, like a duo name. We had like Cats last year, Kiko and Nads, Brashies. How do you two feel about Mippo? Do you like it? Is there a better one we could do?
We used to go with Maripo.
Maripo! What do you mean you used to? Is this something that you guys have already spoken about?
We played like 3 years ago in a team together, and that's how people used to call us, like Maripo, like as a
Maripo,
duo.
That's so much better.
Myslíte, že ví?
I mean, ours is cuter, I think.
Yeah, Maripo?
It's a long time now, like 3 years.
Yeah.
We always, for 3 years, we're not saying that we're gonna reunite as Maripo.
Yeah.
Maripo is
so,
yeah.
I want to know more about that. How did that came to be? Did you suggest him? Was he already on the list? Like, how did you come together again? Was it something that came from you? Was the news brought to you and you were like, hell yeah?
We heard a rumor, that's what we're asking. Yeah, we heard a rumor that he had a lot to do with you wanting to go to Mates, so.
Yeah, so for me personally, like after my contract expired, I was exploring options. And I felt like I wanted to change. And when I heard that Bipo joined Gentlemates, I feel like that's like the direction I want to lean towards to. Because I trust him as a duelist now, and I like want to kind of be the second duelist, try to explore it. I felt like that's what we wanted to do, Maripo.
Maripo, I love it.
Yeah. I mean, when they asked me, and like what I thought about Marteen, because I was already in the team, and then my coaches asked me, "What do you think of Marteen?" I was so happy. Like I was more excited to have him in the team than like being in VCT myself. I was so happy to reunite with him finally after so much time.
Yeah.
This might take over Brashies, by the way.
Thank you for giving us this content.
I feel
exactly what we want.
This is better than Brashies, no? Better than Cats already. Cats broke up, so this might
I don't
be
believe in love anymore.
Yeah, this might be our new thing. Yeah. I'm happy to hear that. And now you have played together. You got your first match out of the way. Is this everything that you thought about? Hard work, and did you like the result today?
I mean, it's just one match, so I don't know. I wanna play the whole season and see how it goes. Yeah.
Were you nervous about being on stage? Was it still,
Já mám rád český přízvuk, ale
the feeling is not there, but that Gentlemates has a lot of fans. Do you like taking these baby steps? Is it something that makes you nervous, or it doesn't matter to you being playing on stage?
No, of course I'm nervous. I was nervous, of course. Like first game on VCT, I was feeling the nerves, but honestly, I just felt like I just have to do what I always do in scrims, and my team was always calm as always, so I just played the game,
Wait, I was gonna say, is that Starkso on a calm?
I mean, Starkso, that's default Starkso, Like, usually he's even more, but then last game, he had to go to the bathroom, so he was even more calm than usual, It's like, guys, I can't shout, I really need to go to the bathroom.
He was holding it in. I am glad you mentioned the fans,
You know.
Bear, because I do have to ask Marteen, because going from KC to Gentlemaids, you know what the fan base is like, you know the history, the rivalry. Did you ever consider maybe some of the backlash reaction? You know, how has it been? And because it is a risk, right? It's a big decision.
So obviously I like thought about a lot of hate I'm gonna get because of this, but I just had a good feeling, like I wanna move forward, kinda make a change, and I felt good with people, so I just went for it, even though like I knew the consequences.
How are the Gentlemaids fans? They nice?
Yeah, they're nice also. I hope they don't hate me because I was in KC. And
no, I don't think I think they love that you came from KC. I feel like
you
you're
can
doing so
distract them
well.
with some action here, so do not worry.
Yeah, and they won. I don't know if Minny told you guys how, you know, what the loss streak was for them. It was really, really tough last year to be a Gentlemaids fan.
Do you know?
We saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to be happy. They're definitely going to be happy.
Yeah, Marteen, I think that, to me, I've always defended that at least last year and whatever happened on KC, whatever, to me, you are the best Euro that we have in the region. And we have very good duelists.
The
I feel
best
like
Euro!
we have a lot of talent. For me, you're covered in that sense. There's like, it's not that you've hit your ceiling, but I know that you're a very hard-working player and that you are definitely very talented. So for you, for this 2026, what is like your New Year's resolution? Kind of like, what version of Marteen would you like to see at the end of the year? What do you want to improve?
What version of Marteen?
So for sure, I wanna see myself on more regions than just Euro for 3 years now. I kinda like, I'm the smoker player, but the Euro is still in meta, so we're gonna keep it playing. But by the end of the year, I expect some like no Euro nerfs or changes. So I would like to play very like flexible roles.
Okay, we'll pass the note on to Paco.
You know?
Oh, speaking of, what are they like? Yeah.
Bude dostávat nerf Euro podle mě, no. To overused agent.
Personality-wise, how they like to work, because I think N and Zesh, they have such a distinctive style, right? It's like very, very, very easy to describe.
I mean, they're both very tall. Extremely tall. And yeah, I mean, they're both pretty chill coaches. I feel like we have a really good balance. I mean, they're really good at working together, and I feel like we have a good structure between the coaches.
Jsou hodně zkušený koučové, no, pak kundi.
I nearly, oh my god,
you were
I've been
very
streaming
close.
for way too long. If we take a look at the bracket, you know, things are moving past,
You know, kamo, oni hrajou by the way ve stejný den, co hraju já, takže...
Giant X. What do you guys think?
Bohužel.
Have you scrimmed them? What are they like?
Myslím, že hrajou 22. ne?
I'm not gonna link anything, but we scrim them, we know what they like are capable of, and we know what we are capable of. I think we're going in very confident.
Are they good? Can you
I
say
think
that?
they're good.
Yeah?
Who's the most scary one? Is there any players on that side that you're
No
like?
one is scary.
No
it's
one?
Respect, but not scary.
The whole team, you know, like.
Yeah, but
not one
there's
individual.
Yeah, there's sometimes.
To hraješ ty tier 2 ligu s Aleškem.
That you think is an
S Alexíkem.
and there's like.
I don't think like
Simon
that.
Dark. Simon Dark. You ever scrimmed against Simon Dark? Holy moly.
Simon Dark?
Oi, 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 this guy. Like, I used to hear about him every week. Like, he was just crazy in scrim. Wait, you're laughing. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. But what about the rest of this bracket? Because obviously I know it's triple elimination. You're going to get many, many chances. But it looks good for you. I think this looks quite nice for you, especially after what you saw today. Do you feel the same way?
I mean, I didn't ever analyze the bracket before now, so yeah. I mean, it's looking interesting. There will be some fun matches.
Alešek tier 2 to štípe, to bolí.
Yeah. Any players?
Musíme udělat dobrý run.
Obviously, this is the first time. Yeah.
Players? No,
Yeah.
I just want to face all the teams, all the good teams.
Who are the good teams?
I mean, whoever made champs and masters last year, like.
Fair.
Giant X.
Yeah, Giant X.
Don't know, bro. A ty vypadá bez nálady.
Did you guys watch the previous game?
Je unavený.
Were you surprised?
I was a little bit surprised, but I think it's just a warm-up game for them, and I hope they will do good still.
Yeah, I agree. I think KC could have played better, definitely.
So it's not that Navi is amazing? Are we you're saying that Angel's not the best coach you've ever seen?
Oh my god.
I don't know. I've never been coached by Angel.
I never say never.
I feel like
never say
I don't know
never.
if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I do respect that, Marteen, that you're not like a, you know, you want Casey to do well, right? You still have friends on that team.
I have Hazem there. He's a really good friend of mine.
Aw, so do you want to play against him, perhaps? Like
yeah,
maybe
for
you
sure.
Could, yeah, you could.
Are you gonna get in his head?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and scream at him for sure.
Really?
We're gonna get in the match, but unfortunately.
Honestly, you never know. We might get we're definitely gonna get at some point this season, this year. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this
2026
just started.
We're back, guys. We're back. But yeah, thank you so much, you two, for joining
Inshallah.
us. Congratulations. We'll see you in not tomorrow,
2 days.
but the day after tomorrow, so you have a good rest, and thank you, Kicku, as well, for joining me. Thank you to all you guys at home for watching and staying with us. We're going to be back tomorrow with more VCT EMEA, but for now, enjoy the Razor End of Day highlights, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you! GG. Uvidíme, jak to budu dělat ještě se záznamem. Já ne... Budu nechat záznamy, nebo budu nevydávat videjka normálně zestříhaný. A dáme záznamy prošlený, uvidím. No, každopádně, krásný zápas. Predikce dnešní moje vyšly 2-0 na vy, 2-0... 2-0 na vy, 2-0... No, gentlemates. Zítra, jak jsme na tom s bracketem, zítra Heretics Varnavy, jako to nekoukám chat, to není zítra, pardon, zítra BBL Pacific a Pacific vs BBL a Ulf Vitality. Moje predikce je Moje predikce je 2-0 BBL a 2-0 Vitality, úplně jakoby s přehledem. Uvidíme, jestli se mýlím. No a 22. hrajeme ve stejný čas, jako hrajou Gentlemen, by the way. Tajvix musí se soustředit na hru a ne na tuhle ty věci. Jo, 22. hrajeme od 7:30. Turnaj. Takže GG. Měli jsme ho hrát od 5, ale nějak to bylo přesunutý ještě. Takže to je fail. Ale Gentlemen budeme ještě spoustu zápasů, takže to určitě fitnem. Zítra teda se vidíme jenom na zelené a pozítří mu dávat vědět prostě na Instagramu. Každopádně teďko se půjdu odebrat na... Vás nebudu streamovat? Nebudou z nějakého důvodu to streamovat, no. Já zkusím domluvit, kámo... buď nějaký co-stream, anebo jestli můžu streamovat svoje POVčko, ale halus, kámo, ne, proč to nebudu streamovat. Nevím, jestli na VLR už ta pičovinka naše, nebo to furt není. Je to na VLR? Na VLR je až ten pozdější? Ne, tady. Swistage, tady to je, co budeme hrát my. Až není rozepsaný. Tady byl qualifier, to chválnuli nějaký další týmy. A toto budeme hrát 22. 27. Nevím, kámo, jaký tam není rozpis. A doufám, že budou něco z toho streamovat, aspoň do píči. 5 dní, kámo, doufám, že budou streamovat takové 5 dní. No nic. Finito blázni. Vidíme se za 10 minut na dnešním druhém streamu na zelené, kde se podíváme, když tak na nový humoresky song a nějaký další contenty oka. Takže tak. Jo, Noble, ale já nemám koho na co-stream, víš? Jakoby já svůj vlastní zápas co-streamovat asi nemůžu. Teoreticky. No, to je všechno. Vidíme se, díky moc za koukání, doufám, že si zápas užili, já jsem to velice užil, byla to paráda. A jdem na to my teďko. Vidíme se za chviličku. Thanks for watching, fellas. Zatím, papa.